Welcome to the best thing this year, Games Edition. This is the official video game podcast that we do at the Fandom Foundry for gaming. Our awards and what made us the happiest this year in the world of gaming. This is part of the Fandom Foundry Network, and I'm one of your hosts, Todd Oxtra. But tonight, I am joined by a panel of experts far and wide, from Halifax to New Jersey to New York to Savage, Minnesota. Let's start with my first esteemed guest. That is Kevin, the Muffin Man. How are you doing tonight, Kevin?
I'm doing well. I'm mainly fully recovered from the flu or whatever illness has had me down the last week. If anyone listened to my podcast, I was struggling quite a bit. You know, that whole talking thing sucks when your throat doesn't want to work and closes up. But I'm happy to be here. Thanks for the invite. We haven't done a show together in quite a while, so excited to celebrate 2025.
Absolutely. Then let's go to the thin man, because Nissa says Joe's looking a little thin, a little bit squished in his aspect ratio. Joe, MrBadBit.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
You know, I couldn't ask for a better start of the year. I think 2026 has been the greatest year start of it, where it's nothing but up. I think my PC woes. Honestly, I think the squished aspect ratio is working for me better than I thought it would. First
like
and foremost,
funny mirror?
Yeah, I think it's made me look taller. Also, 30 pounds lighter. You know, like when you saw, you know, like in like the old like Hanna-Barbera like cartoons, where like, you know, they suck in the fat and then it goes to their feet. That's where I'm at right now. Yeah, listen, technical woes. I got this new PC. They tell me this thing's the future or whatever. I hate it so much. It's everything. My room, you can't see it through the weird aspect ratio. Honestly, I'm in the part of the redecorating aspect of like cleaning the room where it's actually messier than it was before. Everything's a mess. This year's a disaster, but I'm excited to talk about the good old days, which was
absolutely 2025.
26 days
so
ago.
far away in our minds. You know, we were younger. You could buy a RAM for 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Buy a RAM.
One RAM.
One RAM.
Trucks.
Actually, the animal. The animal is actually cheaper than the actual hardware. Yes, exactly. RAM power. We are also joined by our Canadian counterpart who is living the good life in Halifax. He's nice and toasty by the fire. I don't see a cat. And Eric, what are you drinking?
Maple cola. Let's go. Everybody grab your maple colas. Let's celebrate 2025. What is that?
It's water.
I got tea behind me.
I got that too.
It's a gallon water bottle. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We got truckers in the house.
Let's go.
It's once you finish it, you can fill it back up.
Yeah, it's
all
recycling.
Right. Well, thank you guys. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to be looking at the games that made our life better in 2025. We're going to focus on the positive things. We're not going to have the worst games, worst news, things like that. I don't think we need to revisit all the horrible things. We've got to keep it positive, and we'll look at positively into the year of 2026 at the end of the show. But thanks whoever's in the chat, and that we've got Nissa, we've got X Bacon Gaming, we've got a little bit of folks, Mr. Luke Lore, and we've got all these awesome people. So with that, let's get into it, gentlemen. First of all, we're going to kick things off with the best gaming news of 2025. I've added some in the chat, but let's go round robin. If you have one that is not on the list or something you want to talk about, please give me the story that made you the happiest this year. Kevin, let's start with you.
Expedition 33 sweeping the Game Awards, baby.
That's what I mean. Let me just share this because it kind of fits in with. I got this article. It's from The Gamer, and it says the biggest surprise success of gaming in 2025. One of those was basically just small games did really well. They succeeded, and a lot of these games I don't know. Nubby's Number Factory, never heard of it before. My Summer Car. Blueprints, of course. That was
We're just making stuff up.
Repo. Anybody heard?
Banger, couple bangers.
Right. Peak,
Banger.
of course.
Banger, yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Yep. Mega Bonk. If you like that.
Ultra banger.
Ultra banger. There we go. Then we have Escape from Drukhov. I've heard this game is absolutely hilarious and fun. Then we have Schedule 1. Anyone play this game?
I have it on my wish list. I almost bought it a couple times. I really want to play it. I was kind of like holding out hope that they're coming to console, to be honest.
Yeah, this says the game about slinging illicit substances in a sleepy town. So it's like basically Breaking Bad.
Hell yes.
It's like Breaking Bad meets GTA, kind of, but like maybe a little bit of.
Looks like Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Inspired. Then we had Arc Raiders. We're going to talk a little bit about that more, I know, in this show. But then, like you said, Kevin, Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Tell me more why this made you so happy.
In French. Say it in French.
Yeah, in French, of course. I don't know any French. I took Spanish, guys. So I couldn't even pretend to say anything in French.
Je m'appelle Juan.
Me llamo Claudio was what I used to say in Spanish class. No, I think there wasn't a game last year that captured the zeitgeist the way Expedition 33, the entirety of the year. There were certainly moments, obviously Silksong had its moments, Arc Raiders, Battlefield, so like there were moments, but this one stayed in the zeitgeist. And obviously I think it's a phenomenal game. So I was just happy to see it recognized, and then to see all the people getting upset about it on social media made it even better for me. So maybe a personal one there, but I am happy Expedition 33 got its flowers.
Is that the most French game ever?
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna say it.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say it. I said it on the trophy room. I'm gonna say here. Any other year, man. Any other year. It gets cleared by something else. You tell me a year, the last maybe last like 2024, sure. Strong contender, sure. You telling me 2023 it beats Baldur's Gate? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I don't
talking
play that.
2022.
I think it could have. I don't think it should have, but I think it could have.
What you don't think you think it clears Baldur's Gate?
I wouldn't have put it above Baldur's Gate, but I'm just thinking about how the Game Awards works and how people vote, and you're going to get a lot of people that don't use PCs that are voting that are probably going to, because I don't think the PC version is what got reviewed pretty much for Baldur's Gate, I think, right?
Fair. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. It was released there first, didn't come to Xbox until far later because of.
Yeah, I just think it clears it. I think
the year It Takes Two one, it probably beats that.
Yeah, I
probably beats Sekiro.
Well,
I don't think it should either. Probably beats Astrobot.
Right, exactly.
I think it wins. It wins a lot of years. I would say it doesn't beat Elden Ring. Nothing.
It doesn't beat Elden Ring. Okay, so I think 40% of the years it wins. Okay, fair enough.
That's good.
That's a good percentage.
That's good.
So Kevin, you played it, obviously.
Oh yeah, twice.
Yep. Eric, did you play it?
Yeah. I platinumed Expedition 33. I just want to just like preface this whole episode. I think Expedition 33 is the best game of the year. It's my game of the year. It's
spoilers.
A lot of people's game of the year, but I'm not going to talk about it much because I think anytime you watch any content on last year, people are just going to spend the whole time talking about it.
That's true.
So I didn't put it in my top 5 for this. I didn't really put it on anything for this, but know that it is the best game that came out this year or last year, and it is game of the year and all these things. I just wanted to add some variety to this particular, and I bet you that the rest of this panel, except for Joe, I guess, is going to pick up the slack anyway. So
yeah,
shout out Expedition 33.
Can we highlight Bacon Gaming's comment here? Can we just highlight this? Expedition 33 was clearly game of the year. Joe is still mad about Yote. I enjoyed Yote. Yote was great, but this year, man, there was just so many other like just better games. Like this, Yote was more Tsushima, and I love Tsushima, but it would not be my game of the year if Expedition 33 didn't exist, or even if Arc Raiders didn't exist. It wouldn't be my game of the year. I think it's great, but
I also haven't played Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come, I think I would like more, but
I haven't played it either. I feel like going so in depth of it's like, oh, you have to go shower yourself and like make I just don't know if I would find
learning
that
how to read.
Personally. Yeah,
there's
I
lot
did it once.
there.
I did it once. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Almost toys. You know Spanish.
I just want to say I love this comment. Good. Luke says, "Good to see Eric, Todd, and Kevin."
What comment? I can't see it. Who wrote that in?
obvious slight, maybe. I don't know.
Who wrote that in?
Your best friend.
The XCP man.
I never heard of it.
Yeah.
I hope nothing but the best for them. Yeah. I heard him and his co-host have great energy.
Well, I heard there's a cease and desist order from Luke out on you with his mother, but
never heard of him.
Removed.
Okay. Don't even know who you're talking about. You sound crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and look at that. We've got Freight Conductor in the chat. Arc Raiders was
robbed.
Not in anybody's heart,
It was robbed.
Yes.
If we're talking about the culture, this is my argument. If we're talking about the culture of like the landscape of games being changed due to the impact of a single game and that being the qualifications of Game of the Year, I'm gonna say Arc Raiders takes it.
Burnt Peanut also robbed.
100%. 100%. That's my boy.
I watched him play Among Us, and oh my god, that man is crazy.
He's insane, dude. Yeah, I go to
Joe, did you play Expedition 33?
Yeah, I played a fair bit of it, and then I think I got a Doom code, and then that happened, and I just never got back to it. I tried to, but the problem with me is when I hear something about a game, right? Like it's like, oh, this is what everybody's talking about. I don't jump on right away because the expectations are too high for it to hit. So my problem with Expedition was I got far and I thought it was legitimately, it's great. I'm messing around. I don't give a shit who wins the Game of the Year. But I thought it was great. But then it was like 6 months have gone by. I'm at Act 3 or whatever. I forgot how to like do the not the parry, but like the color parry thing, whatever it's called, the repose or whatever. And then I was like, okay, I got to start from the beginning. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm starting all over again. All
right. My son loved the game. He's not typically a turn-based gamer, but he just devoured the game. And I was so proud of him because it's like he got into a new style of gaming. He's 20 years old, and sometimes he gets stuck in his ways. And I watched him play, and he's the type of person that you guys would love. That fact that he has to play every game in the hardest fashion. So he is like all in, like I'm going all in, no defense. I'm going all in, like, so he would get crumbled with one hit, but he would be a beast. It was just fun to watch him. Although he's a notorious cheater with mods too. So not sure if it was real or not, but I was still kind of so surprised. And I just got to observe it from a distance. I played a little bit. First, RPGs are turn-based RPGs are not for me, but seeing him playing, just the aesthetics, the story, and the music, it's an amazing game, just not for me. So
you did try it though, right?
I did. Yeah. I really loved that first chapter, but like I said, I got my first companion. That was about it. So I'm like, So traditionally I'm horrible at parrying, and I'm horrible at turn-based games because those battles sometimes are forever. And then it's like, oh, I gotta do it again. So not for me, but that's okay. So let's go to Eric. What was your story that made you the happiest?
I want to say the story that made me the happiest was probably Valve's announcement of the 3 like new gaming hardware devices that they're launching. The products didn't launch last year, obviously, but
no,
my major criticism of Valve has always been that they're this huge force in gaming. They bring in so much of gamers' dollars, and they make so much money, and they have so much talent, but what they contribute to gaming, I don't think it matches. I don't think it lines up. Like if Sony sells 80 million consoles, they're also making God of War and Last of Us and this and that and whatever. Same with Xbox, same with Nintendo. And Valve kind of hasn't been like that. And so I've always wanted them to not just take from the storefront, but also like give back a little bit. And they do have games, don't get me wrong. And every time they make a game, it's like groundbreaking and earth shattering, which I think could happen again once Deadlock becomes like goes into 1.0. But I'm just so happy to see them back in the game. The Steam Machine, I think it's going to be a little bit iffy because of like the AI and RAM prices and all that stuff, but the hardware itself looks really, really cool. The Steam Frame looks like one of the biggest leaps in VR that we've seen in a long time. I think I can't remember the technical term they use, foveated streaming. I think that is an insanely good tech to master for VR. It's going to make it a lot more accessible in different environments and for different configurations. And I know some people hate it, which is weird because they definitely haven't held one, but I think the Steam controller actually looks really cool. Everyone I talk to that owns a Steam Deck says their favorite thing about it and the reason why they can't trade it in for something else is those touchpads. And I know people, again, that haven't held the controller like to hate on the touchpads, at least in my experience, but I actually play on my PC connected to a TV on my couch, and I have like a Logitech K400 like little keyboard with like a little mouse pad on it to kind of do the stuff on PC that you have to do when you're switching to different games and going to Discord and yada yada. Having that be on a little trackpad would be so convenient, and on top of all the other things that is built into SteamOS functionally for that stuff. I just think that the controller is really interesting, and I'm just happy to see Valve putting a ton of talent, ton of money, a ton of effort into like providing or adding to gaming, which is really cool to see. And I think maybe a lot of rumors out there, but there could be a little launch title with the Steam Machine, little completing the trilogy action, a little Half-Life 3 potentially. We'll see. If they do, it'll probably be something that is nominated Game of the Year.
I think something in the announcement that was kind of lost is the fact that now Linux works with ARM, or they've developed a way to get SteamOS to work on ARM because the actual frame will be able to play standalone games like Quest. That's pretty cool.
I will say, I kind of didn't give them I guess enough credit as I should have, because before this, a lot of the work they have done, and I know this is like kind of like super beneficial to Valve to do this, but the work that they've done with Proton in order to be able to convert or not convert, but like have Steam games natively work, like games that are built for Windows, x86 games or like Windows games. They allow the translation. I know I'm not talking very much English here, but the translation layer they built with Proton to be able to use English Windows games on Linux without the developers having to like jump through hoops or make a bunch of patches. It just all works. It's kind of like wizard stuff. It's like really cool, and it's going to let a lot of people transition over to Linux and get off of Windows if they want to, which I mean, you could be a Windows fan or a Linux fan, doesn't matter, but having a competing platform to Windows is really going to make Microsoft make their product better, and then SteamOS is going to improve, and it's just that aspect that they've been working on is actually really important. So I do want to give them credit for that, but I'm still super hyped that they're back in the game. Hopefully we get a Steam Deck 2 at some point in the near future as well. You love to see it.
Yeah, I love the announcement. Like, I thought it was a very exciting day when Steam started revealing all this stuff. Mainly not because I'm gonna get any of it. I just got a new PC, and like, I don't play on the couch. I'm good like in my office. Like, this is where I do all my gaming. But I just think it opens up so many more the possibility of people who aren't PC gamers to have that experience in that ecosystem. And also, they've kind of just like nailed this, like, hey, we made an ecosystem, right? We have the Steam Deck, we have PC, and now you have your console to go with it. Like, they're kind of doing what Microsoft wants to do, but like, they're kind of already ahead of it. So I love it. I think it's super exciting. I just feel bad that like they announced it and then AI was like, hey, we're going to take all the RAM. So like, what could have been probably an affordable machine is probably going to be hundreds of dollars, maybe more than it should be. And that sucks, because I think that's going to limit how widespread this thing can go.
Yeah, definitely at launch, at least for sure. It's bad timing, but I'm just excited to see them like putting their feet in the race, or getting in the race. You know, I don't know what the acronym is, or I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's late.
Throw their hat in the ring.
Throw their hat in the ring. That's what I'm excited about.
Yes. Throw their toque in the ring. Eric.
Throw their foot in the fire.
That's right. I think this feels like a change again where we typically have seen this, where we see one player in the hardware market go away and another emerges. I feel at this point, Xbox, yes, they are still making a console,
here we go.
but it does feel like they're shifting to more software, whereas Valve is getting hardware in many different spaces than they ever did before. Valve never used to do this. They used to just focus on games. Then they made a store. Then they took all these little advancements with the Steam Link, the Steam controller, the Steam machine boxes, whatever they call them. The Steam boxes, I guess, was the name of the old thing that they tried. It was
called Steam Machine.
Yep, Machine. Yep.
Yeah,
First
that's
gen.
right.
Yep.
And then they made big picture mode. So I feel like Valve has been they've laid out a roadmap and they haven't like over marketed. They've just tried things and see what works. And it's very impressive to me that they have the best store in gaming. We can definitely say it. They have the biggest library in gaming. They are typically the most preferred store and infrastructure that people want. And it's just kind of great that they are digging and giving people another way to play Steam games. Whereas I feel like Xbox is going to give you something, but they're going to price it really high, and they still have Windows to rely on, and that is their other place. So it's like it's kind of like balancing out. So I think this is a good thing for the industry to get another player in the mix that will do things differently rather than just the same thing. Like Sony and Xbox are kind of like doing the same thing. So I feel like this is a good move. Whether the pricing works out, I don't think the pricing can work out for anybody though. So it'll be like, yeah, the Steam machine's expensive, but so is the premium Xbox, and so is the PS6 Pro, and so is the Nintendo Switch 2 OLED or whatever. So I think it's all relative. In your PC game, my son just built a new PC. Joe, you did too. It was $2,200. 2 years ago, the same PC was probably like $1,500. So
that's what gets me so angry about this, man. I didn't even make a great PC. I made a good one, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, I need your specs, Joe. What's we talking here?
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what it is. You want to run that CPU-Z?
If it makes you feel better, Joe, you do have a great PC. Go look at Steam charts. You're going to be like in the top 10% of computers.
That's right. I wanted to be in the 5% though. No, it's just
I believe, Joe. I believe if you look at the user keyboard interface is typically the problem.
Yeah. No, it's funny because I'll be like, he'll be like, I listen to your podcast, Bacon. This is him. Oh, while driving my Lexus or whatever. I was like, oh, that's really great. He's like, yeah, I'm going out. I'm like, did you support us on patreon.com/psrefree? He's like, no, I'm going to go out there and buy a $5,000 GPU instead. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's great. I might as well go myself, but okay, that's great. You know,
you should go look up his motherboard.
I bet it's $1 trillion. This guy.
Whatever. It's literally called godlike. That's the name of it.
The Jeff Bezos of podcasters, because he's that unlikable.
I like Bacon.
No, I love him. I'm only kidding.
God bless you, Bacon.
Can I talk about my?
I don't think can we put that comment on there? Am I wrong? Should I remove it? YouTube going to get us rid of
what? Let me see. When people talk about the PC specs, it's what is it? It's a digital pissing contest. Yeah, man. It just angers me because this PC should have been $500 cheaper easily. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Luke, let's first. I guess he's a first time. Again, I have no idea who he is. Keep it down in the chat, okay? Expletives at a minimum. You might run that on whatever rinky-dink show you're on, I've heard of.
Does he talk to his students with that mouth?
Probably worse.
All right, let's get into Joe's story that made him happiest this year.
Oh, happiest?
Yes, Joe. We got to be happy about something.
Oh, man. What if no news made me happy this year? Can we get that? No, you know what? How about this? Let's talk about Arc Raiders. Let's do this. Let's talk about beautiful Arc Raiders coming out. Because here's the thing. I think you highlighted it earlier in the show. It's like all these smaller studios are really showing all these hundreds of staff studios what's up. Because I remember the conversation about Arc Raiders going, oh yeah, this game looks great, really promising, but does it have the legs? And when they announced that this was going to be coming out in the autumn, in between Battlefield and Call of Duty, we really asked ourselves, could a multiplayer centric game actually like do well in this environment where it's in between two juggernauts. We've seen this happen with with Titanfall 2 between Battlefield was it 1 and Call of Duty. So, I love to see, and someone tried to check me in my chat this week of just Arc Raiders dominating the conversation. 12 million units sold. It is one of the highest selling games this year, alongside Battlefield, the number 1 selling, and then kind of like, dethroning both for the mind share, right? And where people are at when it comes to multiplayer experiences. And I think it's a call to keeping the genres fresh, right? Because there's so many battle royales, there's so many multiplayer games. And I love seeing things like Tarkov, things like Arc Raiders really go and show these, again, larger studios that you don't need $1 billion budget. You just need a good plan and good execution, and you can make something really special. So yeah, it's real good. It's a real good time. So God bless Arc Raiders. God bless. Thank you. That's my time. Todd's talking, but he is muted. Wait. One second. He's still talking.
He's still talking. I don't know.
He's still talking and not muted.
Let's see.
I was trying to figure out if Luke's mom's going to be on the show, but I guess not.
Well, she is. You just can't see her. She's off screen.
My comment was, as someone who is not currently playing Arc Raiders, is it newbie friendly? And what would you say is, giving me like the quick elevator pitch of why you should be playing it if you tend to not be a multiplayer game?
Tom, I'm going to stop you right there. This game is not for you.
Okay. Thank you.
It's not. Don't worry about it. No.
Have you played The Division?
That's a good question.
Todd?
Not really. No.
Yeah.
No.
All right. And that's what makes me so mad with all the Ubisofts as of like the Dark Zone was right there. They had this
like a decade ago. Yeah,
the Dark Zone, right?
Yeah. But yeah, no. I mean, essentially, it is the one thing that I always pitch is like, it is one of the most intense multiplayer experiences that I have ever had, mixed with like the things that I know. The only things that dots I can connect is like, Sea of Thieves is one of my favorite multiplayer games of all time. And there are times where Sea of Thieves treats you right. All your team is on point. You guys see, sail the seas. You meet a thief or a Reaper ship. You fight them, you sink them, whatever it may be. You go on to your next adventure. Like, this game is, you log on and every time you play, something different is going to happen. And what we say is the Sea of Thieves gives and it takes. Same with Arc Raiders. You're going to have your great nights. You're going to have your great days. And then you're going to have some days where you're like, I am so poor. Let's go in Stellamontis free kit. What do you got to say, Eric?
I was just saying I'm in for Division Remastered.
Oh, once it's announced, boys, we are in. My word, we are in.
Are we getting rather than Division 3, considering the director of Massive left?
Yeah, Ubisoft's cooked. But speaking on Arc Raiders, that's the feeling. Is like I have played games where you're running a free kit, which is essentially the bare bones kit. It's literally free, and there's no risk really. If you die, you don't lose anything. And I've had times where I'm having like some of the most stressful moments because I got this one thing and I want to leave with it. Where I've had like, some of my most intense like Fortnite matches or whatever have you don't even come close. So yeah, Arc Raiders has something special, and it's truthfully, I feel like it's made me a better multiplayer gamer. I don't know why. Everything's a lot more chill now. We played Fortnite earlier. We're like, this is all right. This is a nice chill experience.
That's good to hear. I'm very happy for everybody. I was worried, they wanted this to be Game of the Year with only like a month under its belt. I felt like because it was so new to a lot of people, Extraction, I'm like, does it matter if it has legs or if it's only good for a month? I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess if people, this was their favorite Game of the Year, it should be a candidate. So I don't want to be too harsh on it, but I was just wondering if people were just like, it's that like recency bias sometimes plays in, whereas Battlefield 6 was super hot and then it was Arc Raiders. And then Call of Duty had a bad year. So it's interesting. Yeah. Really quickly, Nissa says my things that made me happy this year was Winterboro finally coming out. Yep, I think Nissa willed that game into existence. It was so great that she got it. Very happy for her. And then getting Luke at SGF to wear the Pit Boy outfit. Apparently, Luke, he's a private dancer for money. Do what you want him to do. He will do anything if you pay money. Wear Crocs. Do that. So, Luke, I appreciate your hustle. But, keep the clothes on, please, at least.
Cheap date. And yes, no, look, they won the match I disconnected in. Son of a gun.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess
you can reconnect. You log back in.
Mm-hmm.
I tried an AME right to the main menu.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Joe,
hate it.
Joe.
Watch out. They're going to ban your account again.
Again.
I'd be over it at that point. I'd be like, all right, had a good run Fortnite.
There you go. Just really quickly, my gaming news of the year that made me happiest was the Switch 2, despite all of the craziness with Switch 2, kind of lackluster. If you a lot of people didn't love Super Mario Brothers World. No, Super Mario Brothers World. Kart World, World Kart, whatever they're calling it. I didn't really love it as much as other Mario Kart entries. Kind of felt like the open world was kind of wasted, and probably more is coming with that game. But I think we did get some really cool games, some really good ports so far. I thought Donkey Kong Bonanza is really fun. And I'm really excited to see where they're going. And I'm just glad to have some stronger Switch hardware. And it was just announced that Nixie is making Hyperion 3s, which are essentially Pro-Con controllers for the Switch 2 that are magnetic. They do everything, and they're essentially Pro controllers that you replace your Joy-Cons with, and that makes me a happy boy.
I love the Switch too. I'm not sure who's. I'm sure there are people disappointed with it, but I think if you're disappointed, you kind of had your expectations set a little incorrect. Personally, it was everything I wanted. A more powerful Switch, and I think it's had a good first 8 months of games or whatever it's been, and this year looks really good. So I'm perfectly happy. But GameCube games on NSO alone, all right, are enough to satisfy me. So I'm
I
happy.
sold my Switch too.
How could you do it?
There we go. Dan, I think, still has his. Joe, do you have a Switch too?
Yeah. I'm waiting for the Dust Bloods.
Yeah, but your
Dust is on your Switch.
Yeah, this is the thing, though. I knew when I bought it, I might not touch this thing every month, all right? Mm-hmm. But when I do, I'm gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
It's why I didn't get a portable PC, because I feel like the Switch 2 is good enough to play most games. Quite honestly, portably, if I want to do so and dock it. I just don't want to pay $1,000 to play the same games I already own on other consoles somewhere else or on a couch, most likely on a couch. So I'm cool with that. And the games that I can't run on a Switch 2, I've got a PC and I've got a PlayStation 5. So, I'm good to go. I liked having the triumvirate for doing that. So it's kind of cool. I'm very excited about what the Switch 2 will bring. I'm just excited to have a portable system now that I don't have to worry if it's going to be horrible, that if it runs the worst games in the world, gets, bad ports. So I think we're in a good spot. The fact that it plays Cyberpunk 2077 really well on that little device, that's pretty amazing. So props to them. So let's get into our first actually awarded category, and that's the best gaming hardware collectible you got this year. So we're going to go Snake. Joe, what was your best gaming hardware collectible? And it's obviously not your PC.
No, it's obviously not my PC. Hardware collectible. That's a really good question. I would say, does an amiibo count?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Collectible.
It's collectible.
My Metroid on a motorcycle one. I like that one.
What's the motorcycle name?
No idea, but I have it. And it's
Alyssa,
nice.
Lissa,
Trissa or something like that.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
Kevin, come on.
I'm not a Metroid guy, so I have no idea.
You make me.
Apparently, not many people are this time.
My brother loved it, but it's just not.
Okay.
It's not amazing.
Yeah, it's not hitting like a lot of people did, which is kind of sad. But I only got in a little bit of the game, so I'm hoping to play more. Yeah, so there we go. So Joe, it's the Metroid amiibo. No special editions or anything this year that you were really excited about.
No, I've been
controllers. I mean, you bought like usually buy like 18
actually,
controllers a year.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I got the Helldivers 2 DualSense. That was very nice. God of War DualSense. That's also very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Death Stranding DualSense. That was very nice. You're right. I have a problem. I really didn't. It didn't hit until I started listing them. I know I got another one. That was very nice. But yeah, those as well. Ooh, I love collecting good DualSense. Like I have 2 that I regularly use. I'm going to trade those in for the new cool like marathon looking ones, but they're not marathon ones. It's a good time.
Nissa says her best hardware is her decals for my handheld Switch 2. I would say, Nissa, I think your best hardware is your Xbox Ally S, because you've talked about that. I just am sad that your Dream, was it Disney Dream Valley or whatever, does not work on it for some reason. Weird. Kind of weird. Let's see. Let's go to Eric.
For me, it was this. I just went and got it. There's 2 things, came two double package. Joe knows what this is.
Oh, my man.
Oh, it's the little man. What's his name? Mr. Puppet Man? What's his name?
Oh, man, yo. Okay.
What is that thing?
This is the Magellan, bro. This is
no. What's the doll man? Is he an action figure? What is he?
He's
He's from Death Stranding too, right?
Yeah.
Well, I know, but what is he? What is he? Is he like an action figure? I know he's from the game, but what is the actual thing you have? Is it a statue? What is it? Does it move?
It's got a little thing. It's got a little thing.
Oh, so it's like an ornament.
You can maybe. I don't know.
What was the meme that came out of that? It's like, are you a daydream? Something? What's it? Something?
I don't know. But
Horizon Dreamer or something like that. Correct.
There's not a really interesting story, but a little story behind this is I actually I hadn't played Death Stranding very much. I played it on PS4, when it first came out, and bounced off of it. I don't remember why. Something else came out. Yada yada. The whatever director's cut edition came out on Xbox. I remember buying that because it was half price. And I pretty much got as far in that as I did on the PS4. And just sometimes there's some games out there where you literally had to be in a specific mindset and then everything starts clicking for you. And this, in Canada anyway, was $300. And then on Prime Day, sometime in the summer, whenever Prime Day is July or June or something like that, it was on for $150. It was over half off, which was insane because if you're a collector even a little bit, you know that if Hideo Kojima makes something, it's going to at the very worst case scenario is that it holds its exact value. The most likely scenario is that it will go up in value significantly. The first Death Stranding Collector's Edition is very rare. The Metal Gear 5 with the red hand or whatever, same deal. And so I was well, I can buy this, and the very worst case scenario, I will easily be able to make money off selling it again because it's half price off retail. But then I got it, and I was maybe I should try it one more time. And for some reason, the stars aligned and Death Stranding clicked for me. I beat the entire game, and I'm probably halfway to 2/3 done Death Stranding 2. I love those games. I love the weirdness and the music, and just when you're just cresting a mountain and the song kicks in and the sun's shining just right, and it's just such a crazy experience. It's hard to describe this game in a way that makes it sound appealing to people who have never played it, but it's one of the coolest gaming experiences that you can have, assuming that it's clicking the way it's supposed to. And so I think it was interesting that I had no intention of buying this. A random sale kicked in, and on a whim I just picked it up, and then I ended up finding a game series that I really like.
Awesome. I don't understand it, but I think it's kind of cool and neat that Kojima can still do these weird things.
Oh yes,
and good for you, man. Good for you. I love those things. I love collectibles. Hopefully, it was worth the purchase.
Absolutely,
excellent, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm the worst person to ask about collectibles because I don't buy them. I have one controller for everything, and that's it. I don't buy special editions. I don't buy all those DualSense colors or whatever they're putting out. I actually sold more. I sold almost all of my Amiibo this year. I sold my old PC, my Switch One, my ROG Ally. I sold so many things to buy a Switch 2 and my new PC this year. So if I have to pick hardware, I'm going my PC because I love it. I know, Joe, you're struggling. You'll learn to love it.
You got a picture of it or something, Kevin?
I posted this months ago when I got it back in July. I posted it somewhere, but I love my PC.
I don't.
It's okay, Joe. It's okay. We can love different things. And that's okay. Yes. Well, very cool, Kevin. Well, I actually have something I did purchase this year. It's kind of cool. I can use it across many different things. And I'm going to show it if you can see it. This is the 8-Bit Dough 40th anniversary Nintendo controller, but it's PC, Bluetooth, whatever. It's an amazing controller. It looks great. Has like lots of little really special dates. It's got the back controllers. It's got the basically the the restrictors on the
trigger stops.
Yeah, and then it's got these extra buttons right here, which is great. And it has this, which I absolutely love. I wish everybody did this. Basically, it's a charger plus a dock that includes the receiver that you can then plug into anything else. So you just plug in the USB, charges everything. It's so smart. And the fact is that nobody's doing this stuff with any of the systems. Xbox still charges you extra for wireless, for their controllers. PlayStation is funky with theirs, but Nintendo's like, hey, just put a Bluetooth controller, anything works. It's all compatible. It's all good. So I really like it. I think it's just cool. It has even a light at the bottom. Comes with an amazing, and this is like only $100. Amazing little case too. Beautiful.
Ooh, that's a nice case.
It's like the Xbox Elite one.
That velvety. It's got like a little thing for extra stuff. And it's got the charge port through the back. So if you want to charge it when you're not using it, I mean, this is for the amount of money. 8-Bit Dough, I think, is just kicking everybody's ass with value. Versus like everybody else where it's like, $200 in the door just to get scuff or something like that. I feel like we're getting fleeced a little bit on controllers because they're not made out of gold, they're not made out of platinum, they're made out of plastic. So guys, let's demand better from hardware manufacturers, especially in these devices.
I want one of those. I think they're called like the Wolverine controller for the PS5, but it has like it's the offset sticks. I think it was called Wolverine, but I want that for my PS5. That's the only time I'd consider getting a new controller, but it's like $190.
Nacon has one too, I think, Kevin. I think they have it where it's the split sticks. There's others, but it kind of sucks. And I know, Joe, you have the DualSense Edge, and and I think I'm hoping one day Dan will just sell his rather than realizing he needs to throw it every day. Because what I want, Joe, and maybe anybody knows how to get this. I wanted the 30th anniversary DualSense Edge. Mm-hmm. Just impossible to find. Even like the basic DualSense 30th anniversary.
I got that one.
If you ever want to sell it, let me know.
Oh wait, did that come out this year? That came out this year.
Was it last year?
Never mind. That would have been the most proud possession. Let me tell you something. When I'm in that group chat with Dan, Bacon, or whatever, it really does make me. It makes me want to look up schematics to a guillotine. It's like their tax racket. It's like you guys are really just ruining this country. You know what I'm saying?
The amount of money that's sold on like all that that basically the nerd chat spends on controllers,
right?
I just don't even know how they afford it.
I don't know either. And it just, I don't know. I don't know what Bacon does, but it can't be legitimate.
I believe I don't know how. Bacon, what do you do? Please tell us if you're in the chat right now. I'd love to hear it. So my other prized possession, my biggest thing I got this year was I've been trying to build an arcade system. And I finally came to the conclusion I don't want to do a cabinet. I just want to do something that's really cool and portable. So I got the X Arcade 2 TV VR. So I don't know if you've seen this before. It is an incredible, essentially this stick that has a baseline, has a really cool I'm trying to find an image of it that's really cool that you can find here. So basically it looks like that. So it's basically got this stand. It's you can move it up and down. You can use it with the VR to play pinball. But it's amazing. It's programmable, has a basically a rolling ball to play like Golden Tee. and it's got you can do pinball. They've added haptics and stuff. You want to do like pinball, and you can hook it up to any TV. And I got a mini PC as well, so I'm all in on this. It's going to be so much fun. It has two sticks. It's amazing, and I'm excited to just play old school arcade games, beat 'em ups. Like the new Marvel Avengers game, I played it on here, the Cosmic Adventures. I played on there with my buddy with real sticks and everything. It's amazing. So I'm so excited about this to bring arcade gaming back. And it's pretty cool. So it looks awesome. It's fun. And I got it hooked up to a 40-inch 4K TV I got for $100, and it's on a stand as well. So, and it's movable. I can take it anywhere. So that is my very excited gaming. I get that. Oh, Bacon says, I don't have kids.
Either do I.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
Neither do I.
Well, he says ex-military. Well, ex-military, you don't make a lot of money when you're ex-military unless you get retirement. Ex-cop.
Where'd you get that $50,000 bonus, Bacon? Was it worth it? All right.
We never see Bacon, do we? We never see Bacon.
We never see him.
Masks are good for that. Let's move on to sorry, we love bacon. Let's go to our next topic we're gonna hit on is our best gaming moment. One gaming moment you're like, man, this made my year legit.
Best gaming moment, you say?
Ooh,
yes, best gaming moment. So we'll go to Kevin. Kevin,
no.
what is your best gaming moment this year?
Oh God, I'm beating Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, because I never beat it originally when it came out. So I'm proud that I finally got to. And then I went and played Ninja Gaiden 3, but that's a much easier game and a much worse game than Ninja Gaiden 2. So conquering a game I once failed at as a child.
Fantastic. Awesome. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. I believe that was the game I really liked. 3, I think, had some issues. Like, 3 was not well received. Right? Yeah. Absolutely. Eric, gaming moment of the year for you.
I'll have to take I won't say it's a cop-out answer, but like the standard dad answer is I beat Split Fiction with my 8-year-old daughter, which was like super fun. I mean, I carried her, totally put her in my backpack, carried her, but I was super proud of her for being able to beat that. There was tears multiple times. She was frustrated a lot of the time because it is pretty difficult for an 8-year-old who doesn't really play video games that much. But it was a really, really good experience, really good memory. We also did It Takes Two right after, which was super fun. I will give a special shout out though to the press beta / demo of Arc Raiders, where me and Ains and Pomp went in and just dumpstered all of the game critics that were in the lobbies, which was super fun. And we got to play Bluegate for the first. We were like some of the first like non-developers to play Bluegate in the world.
Did you tell them how bad that map is?
No, we were just like, it wasn't even just, they're just like, okay, everybody, you play for an hour on Dam, right? And Buried City. And then they're like, okay, we're going to open up Bluegate. Everybody look at your inventory. And they just like your whole backpack, 280 slots of golds and pinks, just
my God,
maxed out. And then everybody just goes into Bluegate for the first time. We got snipers for the first time. I think someone brought in a hole cracker, not knowing it's not for shooting people with. And like, it was just such a crazy, considering that Arc Raiders is one of my favorite games of the year. Being able to experience that with people for the first time, and like just in general, anybody for the first time, was like super cool, because I don't often get into those types of experiences. And it was really fun.
Very cool. Luke says, one of my best gaming moments outside of SGF and seeing the people there was jumping into Arc Raiders with Joe and Kev flawlessly from my Steam Deck while visiting my in-laws. Joe, I did you have stranger danger with Luke this year? I thought you didn't talk to strangers.
I think Joe and Kev sound cool. There's multiple people in the world named Joe. So I'm glad he got to play with they got to play with their friends. Sorry. And I don't know Luke. I don't know. It could be Luke Trina for all I care. But yeah, I'm very happy for them. I'm glad that connected. And I'm sorry, who did they meet at SGF? What is that?
He said just seeing the people there. Nobody.
I think he said he met
I
with
probably
Dr.
from
Disrespect.
probably from the stands. Yeah, probably was in the shared bathroom. My favorite gaming moment, man. I'm on a run this episode. I'm just trying to look at Kevin's face every time I go in for one of these, and it kills me.
It shouldn't surprise me because like I've been in private discourse with you too, so this is the same.
Yeah,
do I need to have someone ban Joe? I don't know. At this point, I don't have that power like the nerd chat, I guess.
Soon. My gaming moment, two of them. One of them is in Arc Raiders. Going into, because I was so scared, right? I was doing damn Battlegrounds like all the time. I forget even who I was with, but it was just loading into Buried City for the first time, and I'm standing on one of like the highest peaks of that level. It's like the Grandioso Apartments, and I'm just looking at this level, and I'm just seeing people jump on like the rooftops, and I'm seeing like them, like one team fight this giant boss, these other teams are fighting each other, and I'm just like looking at the landscape, and I'm like, this map's going to be an all-timer for me, and it absolutely is. One of my favorite maps in a video game. I love Buried City. It's just a great combination of all types of gameplay. Anyway, and then personal achievement is absolutely SGF. You know, getting to see so many people that I admire there, get to talk to, talking to people like Tom Henderson till like 4 a.m. was a very wild moment, you know, and also just the state of the world at SGF, the moments I'll never forget. Being scared to see, like, I was like, where's T? Because she was at an appointment for something, and it's like 8 o'clock at night. I'm like, helicopters are going above me, and I'm like, oh geez, I gotta tell her husband I lost her, you know, all that stuff. She was all right. You know, it was just a wonderful experience to get to see, you know, people like Ains. And I saw some jackass in a Fallout outfit. I was like, that's inappropriate. This is supposed to be a professional environment, really making a mockery of the whole event. But, you know, getting to be at the Capcom event was amazing. I should have went to see Kojima. I was there at the weird 007 event. God, wasn't that just crazy? Jesus. So
did Lenny Kravitz show up there or no?
No. Mads Mikkelsen did. I wanted to ask him a question, but I was too late for that. So yeah, it was quite an experience. So yeah, SGF, man, because that is, I think, the peak of like, yeah, man, this community, all seriousness, like this community got me here. I would not be here without any of y'all. Like, this is just a very surreal moment.
You're welcome.
No, you're welcome. Beautiful bastard. And yeah, so
amazing. Awesome to hear. Yeah, I mean, that I do want to do one of those events one of these days, but just has not been in the cards. But it's awesome to see people have these awesome experiences, and yeah, it's amazing. Lastly, Luke says, also I beat Arkham Knight at max difficulty with all the content completed. 240%. That doesn't even make sense. To unlock the golden emblem bat suit. So good job, Luke.
I don't believe
that. Yeah. Let's see. For me, my gaming event is actually best of gaming moment was shared actually the same as Eric's, but it was playing Split Fiction with my buddy CJ from 1 Hour 1 Decision. We got together. He would bother me to say, "Hey Todd, let's play," and I'd be like, "Oh, let's." But we played it like once a week, and we still need to finish it. But it was so much fun. We just enjoyed that game so much. The moments are amazing. The gameplay is fantastic, and just the variety is so much fun. It's amazing what that team has been able to do. They took like a game. Oh, your parents are divorcing. It's the Parent Trap, but you have to now be in a video game with It Takes Two, and their journey. And then this game is just kind of a fun. The premise is ridiculously stupid, and it's so funny because that was the part I was like, I laughed at so much. Like, it's a publishing company, but they have billions of dollars to get ideas from these authors, and it's just goofy. So it made me laugh, and yeah, we had a great time. But CJ's great. We had so much fun. And it was just great picking up. It's a perfect game to play with somebody. And the fact that you get that code for free to share with a friend.
Yeah.
It's the best deal in gaming.
100%. What's this comment right here? Who is this again? Who is this person? Was it? They say it's hard
or something.
I don't know. He says it's hard to take. This is Luke Snorer again. He says hard to take criticism from a guy whose PC is giving them a fishbowl camera that somehow makes his forehead even bigger, all in caps, coming from the guy whose haircut makes him look like a main cast in the L Word. So good one, bud. You got me.
I feel like we're getting the future Hallmark movie meet cute between you and Luke. You hate each other, but when you meet, you just, yeah, I think it's coming. Very good. And
looking that one up. That's a real deep cut.
Yeah. He didn't have.
I wouldn't mind being on this show. I'm looking at the cast. I think that was a compliment, Luke.
Let's just say he's one of the love interests. All right. Let's go. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, it's what's that? You could be a spinoff of that Netflix hockey romance show.
Yeah. Was it Heated Rivalry?
Rivals, Heated Rivalry. Yeah. We'll see how that goes in the gaming lens. That'd be great. We need that. So our next category is, what is the game you didn't expect to like this year? What's the game you're like, it's not for me, and you play and you're like, this is for me?
Can I ask a clarifying question before you go to Joe? Does it have to have come out in 2025?
No, just a game you like. It just was not for you, but then you played it and it's like made for you. So Joe, we'll go back to you.
Okay. Witcher 3, like legitimately is my game of the year last year. Like Arc Raiders aside, the best game that I played last year was The Witcher 3. This is the first time me actually beating it and getting into it. And, I've played it. I played it at launch and I didn't understand its appeal. That's why Bloodborne is forever the GOAT. And, I played it a few years afterwards when it got super cheap and I was like, still not hitting it. Our co-host Tegan, her reaction to The Witcher 4 made me tune into The Witcher 3 and play that on our break. And I fell in love with it, man. This is genuinely one of the greatest video games I've ever played, and possibly just the best. Just a lot. Like I don't even know which one's better, Elden Ring or this. Phenomenal. I think it touches on a lot of tones that we could definitely, are experiencing now in this current environment. And yeah, man, it's phenomenal. Witcher 3 is on the Mount Rushmore gaming, 100%. Yeah.
I would say it was a game I tried to play on PS4 back in the day. It wasn't ready for prime time. It's just Cyberpunk 2077, we know had that issues. The text was horrible on console. It was like tiny. It was definitely made more for PC. I finally got into it on PC and I couldn't stop playing. I loved it to pieces. I probably had the worst ending in Witcher 3, which I hated. Really? I was so frustrated. I had a bad ending. I'm like, oh no, I chose all the bad choices. When you flash back, I made all the wrong choices. Yeah. But I love the game. And then going into those expansions are magical.
Yeah. I can't wait to get into those expansions. I have not touched them yet, but that's on my
I would say they both have their own merit, but the Blood and was it Blood and Honey? Blood and Wine? Blood and Wine. Fantastic. It's just, you just feel like you're in a fairy tale. It's really well done.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Eric.
I am going to go with a bit of a deep cut because I don't know how many of you played this game, but for me, I saw the trailer of this, had no interest. Then they revealed that if you bought it, you got basically 5 copies of it to give to your friends to play with you as well. And so I picked it up because it was a first party game technically, which I also didn't realize when I first saw it. And that is Midnight Murder Club.
I remember you talking to me about that, wanting to play it, and I never did.
Anyone here in the panel or in the chat that ever wants to play, let me know. I would love to play more of this game. It's very fun with friends. Effectively, you are just in a completely pitch black house with a gun, and you have to kill your friends. You have a flashlight that lets you see where you're going, but if you have your flashlight on, then they can see you quite easily. And it's just insanely fun. They have this really cool card system where you get all these different modifiers for the games. They're kind of like skulls in Halo. Like you can get big heads or ones that leave like a trail behind you when you walk, like all kinds of weird stuff. It's really funny. It also is like pseudo a horror game if you play by yourself, because if you add bots, the developers have the bots like talk, because part of the game is proximity chat, and like you can kind of sense how far away somebody is based on what their voice sounds like, because they do a really good job of like making it obviously quieter if they're farther away, louder if you're closer. The directional audio is like incredible in this game. But when you're playing solo, they make all the bots talk like humans, and it's really spooky. But yeah, and there's a bunch of different game modes as well. The game is just super, super fun. How it works is if you buy a copy, you get friend passes, and you get 5 of them. And I think there's 6 players to a match. So it says right here, you can bring 5 guests, no additional cost. And that's crossplay between Steam and PlayStation 5. It is technically a Sony first party game, but I had no like desire to play this when I saw the trailer. There was another game that was similar to this on Xbox, a similar concept. I can't remember what it's called, but I tried the beta for that and it wasn't very fun.
Wasn't there one about a radio, like something frequency? It was similar?
Killer Frequency is a different game entirely. It's nothing like this at all, actually, but it is also really good. And Todd, I think you would actually like Killer Frequency.
Maybe it was you, Eric, that sent me that. Hey, you want to play? And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get into it. And
Killer Frequency is single player.
Okay.
You should try. I think you would like. You basically, like, super short description. You are somebody who is starting your first day at a new radio station, and you literally sit at the desk, like play the tapes and like play the ads, and you're at the radio station. And there's a killer in the town, and there's the sheriff is like away or something, so all the calls to 911 go to the radio station. So people will.
It's kind of like dispatch in a lot of ways.
Maybe. I never played dispatch, but maybe. But like someone will call you and be like, "Oh, I think the killer's here," and like I'm not trapped at the park, and like you have to you're like, "Oh, I have a map of the park," and you have to like study the map and try to figure out like how to get them out of that situation while you're on the. It's very cool. It's very cool. I think this game is a hidden gem for sure. It's on sale a lot and super cheap. I 100% recommend checking this out. It's a single player game. I don't think it's very scary at all. If you're worried about scary games, I don't think it's scary at all. But it's really interesting and really cool.
Yeah, it looks like the aesthetics really simplified but effective.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's kind of like an escape room-esque. Like, it's very cool.
Very, very cool. Just to this is editorializing. I need to check on my dog. So, Kevin, while I'm doing that, what is your game?
Sure. Fun fact about Midnight Murder Club, Eric. The studio that makes that game is like within driving distance of where I live.
Yeah, they're in New York, right?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. They're pretty cool. Vicarious Visions is also within driving distance of where I live. So they used to actually be in the building I work in, and then they moved. And I was like, oh, damn it. Vicarious Visions. No, it was okay. I was just a tangent. My game that I played that I didn't expect to like that I did was Lies of P. Because I'm not a Souls guy. I did play 2 Souls games this year, though. If you count another Crab's Treasure, I beat that as well.
Love that.
I thought that one was fun. It wasn't nearly as good as Lies of P, where I think Lies of P draws you in with not only beautiful aesthetic, but like the level design, man, is so freaking good. And like, I don't know what happened in that story, like weird puppet stuff going on, and like, but I was here for it the whole time. I was like, I'm enjoying this enough to play. So that was one I was glad I picked up on sale, because I had it was so funny, because like I got to the final boss. And then a second to final boss, I guess, because I beat the person I thought was the final boss. And then you have that other real final boss. And that bastard kicked my ass for like 40 tries, guys. And I was like, I'm going to uninstall this piece of crap. And then I just was like, nah. I'm going to look up what I'm doing wrong. And then like, yo, if you just change your build to this, like you could kind of just whoop him. So I just like went and respect. And then I was like using a giant wrench or something to like, I don't know, man, but I felt good after beating it, because it was difficult for me,
dude. That's one game that I have. That's one I have not beaten yet, but I plan to. It's like if From Software made it. That's how good it is. I thought highest compliment I can give.
I'm not a FromSoft guy, but like I was like, this just feels really good to play. Like it didn't have my normal, like I'm trying to think what's another like Souls game. Like I tried playing Code Vein and I was like, this just doesn't feel good to like when you swing and the movement. I'm like, Liza P doesn't have any of those problems.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Very good. That's that's my son's favorite Souls-like games. He even says compared to Thrum, he loves that game so much. Mm-hmm. But he's not played the DLC yet, so I'm not sure what's going on with him. So I guess for me, it's not a deep dive into this, but I played the Battlefield 6 beta, and I had a good time. I was not expecting it. I am not a multiplayer gamer at all, but I like being part of a team that just has to do something to help. And this is a deep cut, but it reminded me of Resistance 2 multiplayer, where I played, and it was so dumb because that game was not very good, but the multiplayer was a lot of fun. And I was like the medic or healer, and I was just going around healing people, and I had so much fun. And same thing in Battlefield. I'm like, all of a sudden I'm doing this, and then now I'm in a tank, and man, it was a lot of fun. I just knew that my personality wise was going to be like, I'll probably not stick with it, but I really liked it. So I understand the appeal of Battlefield versus a Call of Duty where I just get killed every 2 seconds. So I'm glad that Battlefield had an amazing year. I'm glad it did well. It's the number one game of 2025 in regards to sales, which is great. Man, it was just great to see other games succeed this year. And maybe when it comes, is it going to be coming to like the EA Play system ever?
Yeah, it'll
usually about a year.
Yeah.
Usually 6 months. Is that what the timing is typically, or is it
it's like a year if it does. 6 months if it sells badly, a year if it sells well.
Okay, so yeah, I may come back in a year. And at that point, I'm like, I'm expecting the game's gonna have long legs. I don't know. I haven't heard much about what their long-term plan is. If they're gonna do a game every year, or they're just gonna live off that same platform for a couple years.
Yeah.
Anybody know? Have they talked about it?
I hope it's just a platform that goes on and spans years. Add more maps. You don't need to
kind of like Warzone.
100%. Just add more maps. Okay. Add more stuff to do. Add more vehicles. Yeah.
All right. So let's go on to the best games of 2025, our top 5. But I did have this question that I want to put out there to everyone, and we talked about a little bit before the show started, and that is basically, what is your game scale? So when you're like, I build a spreadsheet, I put it out there, I kind of like put, when did I play it? When was it released? Am I going to play more if I haven't beaten it? And I give it some type of like score based on my score. My scale, and I can share that really quick, it's pretty simple, but it's not like it's 7, it's trash. So let me share that really quick, and you guys can then share yours. So basically 10 is a masterpiece. It's not perfect, but it is a game you feel like lives up there in your memory of like to be on or Mount Rushmore. 9 is excellent. 8 is must play. 7 is good. 6 is average. 5 mixed bag. 4 uninspiring. 3 is a skip. 2 is just awful. And then 1 is broken. I mean, we're talking about games where your save gets lost, or you fall through levels and you can't play it. You can't finish a level because the NPC doesn't come back and give you a key, and they never get patched. So that's kind of my scale. So it is interesting, though. I need to get better about like being a little bit less things to always stay in the top 7 unless they're lower and they don't get lower enough. And to get better about that, kind of like being a little more critical on where I feel. I know the Nerd Chat, they do like their I'm blanking on, it's the teacher, the rubric with theirs, which I think is cool to do too. But what are your games, your scoring scales? So let's see. Let's go to Joe.
So
go to Kevin. I don't know.
The too long didn't read is I don't got none.
You don't know.
We just talk about it. That's gonna probably have to change with like the new year and how to get clicks and all that stuff. So yeah, we're gonna probably have to do some type of number scale. But truthfully, it's just we're talking about the game. We don't even have like usually a recommend or don't recommend. We're just talking about the game, and that's really it. I don't do numbers. I don't like in my head when I'm playing it. I'm like, yeah, this would be maybe like an 8 or an 8.5 or 9, whatever. But like those thoughts don't usually come out like afterwards. Like when I'm thinking of Arc Raiders, I'm not putting a number on it, or Expedition 33 or any of that. I was just like, this is a really great time. I really love this game. This is my game of the year, that type of stuff. Yeah, but that's gonna again probably have to change, sadly, because that's how social media works out. But yeah, you just don't have one.
Hey, perfectly understandable. I didn't have one before, but I'm like, why am I doing this arbitrarily? It doesn't make sense when everything was like basically very close within like a 2-point scale. I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah,
like more than others.
If I were to do it, maybe it's like 100-point scale or whatever. But like, truthfully, it all breaks down to at the end of the day. Maybe Eric could refute me on this, but it's like, yeah, we've come to the point. Maybe it's like economically where we're like, yeah, am I really going to throw $70 at a 7? And people like move away from that game, where now it's like a game has to be an 8 just to be considered good. And I don't like that logic. I unfortunately understand it. I just don't like it though.
The kids are telling me 8 is mid.
Exactly. For real.
I thought 8 was great.
7. Yeah.
Because it rhymes.
Not anymore.
No.
Probably
6-7 though. 6-7.
6-7.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Eric. What is your gaming scale, or what is your way to actually kind of give yourself an idea of like, how does these games compare to each other when you come up with, kind of your best of?
Well, if I'm writing a review for Season Gaming, which is like a super professional, highly regarded gaming website, you should all check out on your free time. Mm-hmm. We have our own scale over there. That's a 10-point scale, seasongaming.com/review policy. We have descriptions of all the different numbers and things like that. I would say that a lot of people at Season Gaming, and probably a lot of people at all websites, kind of hate the 10-point scale. And if I was talking to a friend about a game, I wouldn't like say, oh, it's an 8, it's a 9. And so I don't really like that. We do it for SEO reasons and reasons that make it more digestible to the reader. Some people just scroll to the bottom and look at the score or whatever. It's very important to have a 10-point scale, unfortunately, if you're going to write reviews and publicize them and things like this, especially if you want to be on aggregate sites like Metacritic or OpenCritic. But for me personally, I prefer I would say this. I would say I would do don't recommend this game. I recommend this game with caveats, aka, are you okay with this problem, or are you really into this type of game? For example, this type, if you like turn-based or not, whatever. I would say just flat out recommend, like, this game is somewhere between probably a 7 and a 9. I would recommend that. If you, because we also, it's worth pointing out that at season gaming we use the full 10-point scale. It's not like an 8 is mid and then like anything below. We use the full scale, and then I like to have like a fourth category, or a fourth category that's just like, this is like the best game ever. Like, you have to play it. This is like Elden Ring. This is like Baldur's Gate. This is like Red Dead 2. This is like Biomutant, if you're a seasoned gaming reader.
Biomutant, no.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say don't recommend with caveats, recommend, and then go play this right now.
I think that fits more into like, because giving a title to something doesn't really always translate to like what you should do or if you should seek it out, right? So I think that makes more sense in the fact of like, when you have a budget, things like that, it's like, is an 8 worth $50 or is a must play, right? If it must play means buy it, right? And then at whatever price, yeah. So very cool. Kevin, what is your philosophy, or do you have a scale?
So this is interesting because for Save the Game Media, when I do reviews, I do I don't recommend, I recommend with caveats, or I just recommend straight up for, I think everyone should play this game, right? That scale doesn't really impact how I determine my game of the year, though. I don't have a scale for ranking my games. The only caveat for me is I have to have beat the game. I'm not putting a game that I haven't beat on my top 10 list. So yeah, that's really like having, then from there it's personal preference. I just look at the list of games I beat the year and I was like, all right, well, what are my 10 favorite and which ones did I like the best?
Very cool. I think there's no perfect way to do this. I mean, we could just go back to Ebert and Roper or whatever when they do a thumbs up, thumbs down. So maybe we just do that. Yeah. It's also the way you kill people in Rome, right? With the emperor, thumbs up, thumbs down. So yeah.
Well, we're
game or death. Yeah.
But the worst person made a great point. Red Dead 2 is not that great. You need to get
too searching drawers, bodies. I mean, I don't need that much realism.
Just give me the gun on my back. Why do I have to take the long gun out of my horse? It's literally my biggest complaint with this goddamn game. And then I'm stuck. I'm in the mission where I need the gun. I'm like, oh, I gotta go back to my goddamn horse 40 minutes later.
Joe, give me 5 10 out of 10 games in your opinion.
It's so hard.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just want to be able to pick them apart.
I don't know. Elden Ring, Witcher 3,
not a chance.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, you stumped him.
Yeah, that's about it. There's not a lot of like this is a perfect game.
I don't think 10 out of 10 means perfect though. Just
No,
a masterpiece.
It's not perfect.
Got him.
The Mona Lisa doesn't
Ocarina?
Smile. She's
Ocarina?
not perfect.
Yeah,
Halo 2
She's a
Ocarina.
masterpiece.
Halo 2, yes. Halo 2 for sure.
World of Warcraft.
Mass Effect 2.
Oh, Mass Effect 2. Yeah.
Could be
Okay,
even
there you
like one of the Uncharted's, maybe a Last of Us 1. Yeah, there's a lot there. Although believe me, we didn't know there's like you did get a question, Kevin.
I see that. Yes. Luke Lore says, "Did you beat Concord, Kevin?" You can't beat Concord.
I was going to say, how do you beat it?
You get the platinum.
No, I didn't get the platinum. I was gonna get the platinum though. I think I got 60% of the way there before they shut the servers off. I will say I liked Concord a lot. But I typically like live service games that are a lot long for this world. I love Battleborn. I was one of the last 10 people playing Battleborn. All right. There were 10 of us. We all knew each other. We were just playing. I do think myself and my friends directly contributed to no one having a good time in Concord because we had like a 96% win rate and the games were never close because y'all don't know how to shoot over there or something. I don't know what's going on PlayStation, but
please don't play
Linux,
man. Don't even install High Guard.
My friend asked me if I wanted to check it out.
Kevin's gonna curse. He's cursing the game. If I'm good at it, it's
I
dead.
signed up for the Kill and Close beta, and I feel so bad. Double Fine. I'm like, my bad.
What was the other one? What was the Ninja Theory game? Bleeding Edge.
Bleeding Edge. You're
good at Bleeding Edge too.
I never played Bleeding Edge.
Copy of Bleeding Edge.
Yo, I love Battleborn, yo.
I thought it was great. I thought it was great until Overwatch came out. Literally, I was playing this like nonstop until Overwatch came out.
No, you know what it is? I always say, I was like, everyone went to Overwatch because it's way simpler to understand. Like the Battleborn game modes were like too complicated or something. I'm like, y'all can't figure out a MOBA. You just gotta let the little guys come and then they'll blow up the tower or whatever. But
it disappointed me because I'm like, oh, it's gonna have a campaign, but the campaign was the worst part. It was just like
I played it multiple times, dude. I was grinding that game.
Yeah, it was bad. Great idea. It's kind of like we wanted Overwatch to have that campaign, and obviously that's never happening. So it is what it is. All right, well, let's get into this, gentlemen. But before we do, Nissa supplied her top game. She says, not in any order, of course. We don't have to do order, but if you want to just go through it, but you can give me your in order if you want. South of Midnight, Wander Shop, Stop, Echoes of the End, and Winter Burrow. And when it comes down to it, I'm gonna guess South of Midnight was her number one game. I know she loves Burrow, but I think she really liked South of Midnight. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you know Nissa, what do you think?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess Winter Burrow.
I'm gonna guess Winter Burrow.
I mean, that's what I think, but I mean, she's a therapist. She always talks about that and the themes, but I don't know.
Yeah, we had some good talks about South of Midnight. I really enjoyed writing and editing the review for South of Midnight. The game itself was I recommend with caveats.
Yeah, it was not perfect, but it feels like a studio that is getting to a point of like, wow, they're really. It was kind of like a game that I really enjoyed a couple of years ago, which was Banishers. That's a studio that did Vampire, which was good, not great.
I hate it. I don't think it's good at all.
Well, no, but that was kind of like their emergence forward, Kevin. Like that was the first game they did with combat. And then they went from that to Banishers. I'm like, oh, they've learned a lot. They've really improved. So I think they're on the.
They do remember me though.
They did it's what's the game? Not True Colors.
They just changed.
Don't Nod. They do a lot. They have two.
Yeah, Don't Nod. They did that. They started off the one series.
Don't Nod has like different teams though. So like you have the Life is a Strange type games, right? And then you have the other team.
They started that series, yeah.
Other team doing RPGs. I played Banishers when I had COVID, and I just sat here for like 30 hours, and I was like, I love this game so much.
Oh,
they did a game for Capcom on Xbox 360 called Remember Me. I have it behind me, and I'm pretty sure that has combat in it. It's not even close to being.
I couldn't remember that yet.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was cool, though, underrated.
You guys win. Winterboro was.
Hey, there you go.
And Banishers did make her cry. Yeah, I love Banishers for what it did, but it had. I think the combat could have been improved, but I really did enjoy those characters. So let's get into this. So we're going top 5. So Kevin, we'll go back to you. So we're doing our top 5 of the year. It doesn't have to be in order. You don't have to tell me what your number 1 is, but I want to just hear what the games you love this year. And if you want to do, this is definitely my number 1. Cool beans. So number 5.
Am I going all 5 at once, or are we doing?
We're doing round robin. We're going to do all 5, so we can collectively end.
All right, this is easy because I had a PowerPoint made when I did it for shared save over Saving Game Media. So my number 5, my number 5 game of the year, Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Criminally underrated, I think. I don't think anywhere near enough people played this game. This game. It's not a 10, but it's like it's the 9, the most 9 I could give a game. I think art style, music are phenomenal, and it really surprised me because I thought it was going to be a Metroidvania. And it is, but each level is like a little contained Metroidvania. It's a very small map, and then you have those action platform levels mixed in between. But the story's nothing to write home about. I just think that from a combat and artistic standpoint, this game is phenomenal. And having played Ninja Gaiden Ragebound just this week, I think this is the better game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's the art style's impeccable. The action is impeccable. The design is fantastic. I mean, this is by the guys who made Streets of Rage. What else did they make? .emu. They made a few others, but they managed this.
Oh, this is a animated game or whatever. I
believe it is, right, Kevin?
Yeah, they did like Ninja Turtles, right?
Yeah,
they did.
They were on a freaking tear this year.
Yeah, Streets of Rage 4 was one of their other games that has a very like that very animated art style.
Great soundtrack too, and Streets of Rage.
Yeah, this game is amazing. I mean, it's really awesome. You got power-ups, and if you like games that are just impressive to play, look beautiful, and are fun, this definitely scratches the itch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, thank you, Kevin, for number 5. Let's go to Eric. Is it going to all be Arc Raiders? Like number 5, number through what?
No,
we lost Kevin.
And remember, I'm excluding Expedition 33 from this list. Number 5 for me, Split Fiction. I already kind of explained why. Well, the game itself is actually fantastic. The gameplay is amazing. The variations, the different mechanics that they throw at you all the time, and the ending sequence is just like mind blowing. But it's the extra special sauce of being able to play it with my kid and seeing her overcome challenges and not quit, and see the ending was like awesome. And it also has like a really good, like heartfelt, like Pixar-esque story as well, which is like, it was really nice. Just like a great game. I think honestly, it probably deserved. I don't think it did get nominated, but I think it deserved to get up there in the game of the year. I think if it came out later, like maybe end of summer, and was more fresh in people's mind, it would have done a little bit better.
I think people, because they felt like It Takes Two got all the flowers, they're like, oh, we don't need to give them anymore because they know they're great.
That could be it too. I think that this is It Takes Two is a fantastic game. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. They obviously improved on it. I mean, that's like the expected trajectory of the sequel in a way to It Takes Two. It is better than It Takes Two. It obviously isn't as inventive as It Takes Two because it kind of uses the same formula, but what they're able to do here, especially with how many different cool mechanics there are, is just really, really, really cool.
Yeah, I think It Takes Two got a lot of credit because of the art style, where it was like that yarny, that crafted look. Mm-hmm. But when I played this game, I felt like it nailed so many different game styles. Like almost like Mario, when you've like played a lot of Mario games, you know, like, oh, they're going to do this for this level, and they're not always going to go back. I felt like I never knew what to expect, and it was always entertaining and fun.
Yeah, it kind of feels like the old Nintendo. This is more inventive than anything Nintendo's done in a decade.
Damn. So we can jump in if it's on our list, right? Because
yeah, well, let's put it this way: comment on what you want. We'll just say it's your number, whatever. So if you want to say, yeah, because we'll go around just to say, yeah, but comment at all on this.
Yeah,
game
so
this
is my number two. This is my number two. Split Fiction was one of the most fun gaming experiences I had last year. I always play these games with my brother, and I think we were just having a blast the whole time. The creativity on display here is just next level, especially like just some of the tasks they ask you to do. Like you're doing a captcha game or like in the middle of your video game. And I still don't think the last level gets enough respect, because genuinely one of the most creative and innovative things that I've seen in gaming. And I feel like it kind of just came and went, and like I know it sold well and we were all celebrating it at the time, but like I really do think that last level is something that's special in games that I hope that Hazelight themselves can like keep pushing the boundaries for their next game, because they just keep making these special experiences.
100%.
My favorite level, Eric, I don't know if Kevin, you remember this. It's when you're passing like that bomb back and forth to each other, and it's going to explode if you don't do it. That was so like, I was like, oh my God, we got to get this right. We talked through like, what are you going to do? I'm going to do this. And we're like, it was so much fun. And this was, by the way, this was my also number two too. So it's like, yeah, I love this game.
One thing I want to say, my 8-year-old could not, there's 2 trophies that I just could not get with her. She's too much of a noob. So if there's anybody in the chat that wants to help me get the platinum, the trophy for the bomb game, we're not dying is one of them. And the other one is the captcha thing, like doing that sequence without dying. She just like, the panic sets in. There was tears the first time I tried to get the captcha trophy. I was just like,
we're not making your children cry.
We don't have to worry about the trophies, but I do need to get them. I need to get them. So if anybody wants to play like 20 minutes of it or Split Fiction and get a platinum, like hit me up.
And by the way, in the chat, if anybody has, I was going to say in the chat, if anybody wants to put their top 5s in, Eric, please let me know, and I'll add those in, and I'll mention
Eric,
those.
I'm in. You tell me when and where.
Oh, Joe!
I need a platinum. Give me that platinum.
Joe has been your volunteer. Is it?
Oh, you're gonna have to do more than me to get the platinum, because you have to beat the whole game. There's 2 trophies that I need.
Okay, well, listen, they must be tough, and I'll go along with the 2 trophies.
What are you playing on, Eric?
PS5.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter. It's crossplay.
Kevin, what are you playing?
Well, I played it originally on Xbox, but I sold my Xbox, so I have it on Steam now.
Man.
Got it. And you can play on EA. If you have an EA account, you can play on pretty much anything. So yeah.
Xbox really did hurt you guys. You know?
I love it all, buddy. I love everything. Look, multicultural.
Listen, I love Xbox. I just don't have a reason to own a console anymore.
Correct. You can play the games anywhere. That's what they say. Everything's an Xbox, so it's even your Mega Bloks collector's edition over there, Eric.
Yeah, truthfully, I really enjoyed my time with it. Shout out to Tyler Miller, who I played it with. He's a friend and fan of the show, and I always love to get those type of experiences. So, like, yeah, once I think we were at the bomb passing mission. I think we're at the one where it's like the ice level or something, and then something just happened. I forget what, but I think our schedules just got too crazy. But yeah, no, that's a game I definitely need to go back to, because I thought it was a brilliant game. They knew when something needed to end. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. You got to see the last sequence. It's and
that's all I hear.
Yeah,
and everybody's like, I'm not even going to talk about it, or or like in detail. So, all right, Eric, we'll schedule it.
There you go. Getting attacked by Freedom being.
What's he saying?
Multicultural.
What's he saying?
Is Canada even a culture? I mean,
what's that clip that they always play on their chat? Pick them up. Let's everybody get over here. Get to Canada.
Everybody in.
It costs $10,000 just for me to get denied. You kidding me? I'd love to go.
No, you're supposed to do this. You won't get. Is that what they do?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know, Eric. Do you know any single Canadians? Or listen.
Yeah,
I'll go gay for steak.
Joe, everybody has a Canadian girlfriend, don't you?
Well, I'm about to find the love of my life. very
Get a
legitimately.
VPN and Tinder. You're good. Get a VPN and Tinder.
All right, I'm on it.
Wait, there's not like a Canadian version of Tinder that's like unique, like
I don't know. I haven't used it. I don't need apps.
okay, well, so,
She's got a wife and kids.
that's really only Canucks. That's what it's called. I love it. I love it. I love
I'll
it.
start that. I'll start working on that app tonight. IPO tomorrow.
Exactly. It's kind of cool that we're all like very close to the Canadian border here from different parts of the country. So it's really nice.
I've been to Canada once and got lost. I went there for a soccer game and no one in Montreal would help me. So I missed the game. And then
you didn't speak French.
I just turned around. Yeah. We have signs in both languages on our side of the border here in New York. All right. Just a little common courtesy. That's all I'm saying.
Well, all I know is Kevin's the safest one.
Quebecans are what are they? Quebecans, they're very racist against the English language, right?
Montreal is a special place. You went to the one part of Canada that's like the least Canadian.
Yeah. And believe me, though, they are some of the most beautiful people in the world. I went there on a business trip.
100%.
They're attractive people, Joe.
100%.
So, yeah.
French Canadians.
Get your beret ready, Joe.
All right, I'm ready.
And giddy up. Okay. Where did we leave off?
Joe, number 5.
Joe, what is your number 5?
Metal Gear Solid Delta. It's the first time I ever played Metal Gear Solid 3 to completion. I remember playing it as a kid for like 20 minutes. I was like, what is this game? And I dropped it. What a dumb decision that was. Metal Gear Solid Delta is so damn good, dude. Everything about it. I feel like as I get older, like stealth and espionage really are the things that I really like love. And dude, that is just Kojima at like peak powers of like, no one can tell him no. He's like, I'm going to go make my own James Bond. My word, that intro alone
is the GOAT.
I have it on Spotify. It plays on a weekly basis. Go play Metal Gear Solid Delta.
How's the performance on PS5 Pro?
I don't know. Is that supposed to be a dick?
No, I'm genuinely curious. I got it for Christmas. I haven't played it yet, though.
I didn't have a problem with it. Okay. I didn't have a problem with it. So
on Pro base.
I rock a Pro, but genuinely, it's a waste of money. Just rock a regular PlayStation 5.
I was going to say I've never noticed any problem. Joe, I want to say I did play this for like, I got past the intro, which was cool, and then I had to climb up a tree to get like a bag or something, and I'm like, I hate this game.
No, dude,
I'm like, how do I get this tree? I'm like, I have to be here, there. Like, games are just too clunky for me.
Here's how great this game is. Okay, I bought it physically, and then I also bought the UK edition with the steelbook. That's how much I enjoyed my time with it. Because ain't no way I'm getting that awful.
I could never get into this game. I love 2, and then I tried. I'm like, why am I keep getting killed? And the stealth part was just not for me. And I loved 4, and then so. But it's the best way to play this game, and it's available for everybody. Now we're just waiting for MGS4 to finally be released from PS3. Maybe never. Who knows?
Sure.
All right. So my number 5. Let me take down Snake. It's a great song though. Absolutely love it. Can't play it because I'll get killed by YouTube. Mine was Terminator 2D No Fate.
Ooh, I like that.
Not worth $50, but man, this game is the Genesis game you wanted as a kid, and it's an adaptation of Terminator 2 that basically has branching paths. I mean, it's basically like you get to make decisions in a game to kill what's his name? The creator of Cyberdyne.
I forget.
Something or whatever.
Yeah. The guy that's like and he blows himself up.
Exactly. It's really amazing game.
That actually made me remember who he was.
Yep.
Yeah. It's so good.
That scene terrified me as a kid. Because I'm like, oh my God, like I think that's the first time I saw someone unalive themselves. And that not really, but like that actually the concept terrified me as a kid.
Yeah. I mean, this game is it's got just such solid control, so much fun. You play as all the main characters in this game. You play in the future, you play as Arnold in this bar scene. It's so funny because you're just naked. You've got like the truck scene, it's great. You basically defeat the game, and then you get to go back and then make decisions and then see how it ends. It's very cool, very fun. I loved it to pieces. I thought it's so just the art style is amazing. It plays like you think a Genesis game could have played, but you realize they could never do this with the hardware. And it's great. I just loved it to pieces. Playing as Kyle was great in the future. And then just the moments are just amazing. Like when you're in the bars, Arnie going through there, you can hit the jukebox and it plays Bad to the Bone. I mean, it's that type of game. It's just love and life. It's a great adaptation. It should have been probably 20 or $30, but I think if you get a chance to play it, I think you'll be very happy with it. Get it used, get on a sale. Once again, we talk about value. Unless you're going to play every choice over and over again, it may not be worth the value. But it also does allow you to kind of pick your level of difficulty. I did the easiest because I just wanted to see all the playthroughs. But it gets to very difficult where you can't even continue. You have to start from the ending. So if you're like a zealot, you can play it as hard as you want. So let's get to number 4. Let's get to Joe.
My number 4 game of the year. I'll just say it. Silksong. God, I love Hornet. Everything about that game is immaculate. The art style, the animations, the boss fights. I love that game so much. And I is someone that could not get into the original Hollow Knight. I didn't think I'd spend so long with this game. I didn't think I'd buy it twice. I loved it so much. I literally went on Etsy so I could buy a little Hornet statue. This game is incredible, and I love it.
I think I got that far.
No, dude, it's
like the first
I wasted 3 whole days on the judge lady. She sucks. She can eat rocks, but yeah, man. And listen, game's not perfect. I do think it is a little bit too punishing. I do think there's not enough save points, especially some run backs are just annoying. And it's no longer about like a test of endurance. It's just a test of patience. But yeah, no, it's a great game. Nonetheless, it's one of my favorites.
I haven't played it yet, but I really loved Nakey Jakey's video on it. It made me want to play it really bad.
Nakey Jakey.
Yeah, he's the man.
Great YouTuber.
Is he naked?
Never naked, as far as I know. I think he's always clothed.
I think that's probably one of his that I missed, unfortunately. Now
you should watch it.
Never nude. He's actually never nude.
Honestly, one of his best videos, and he has a lot of great videos. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I like he did one that was like what's it like reviews are overrated type of thing.
Dated, I think.
Dated, yeah. Okay, there you go.
Very cool.
I think the video is actually called Nakey Jakey is Dated. I think that's the name of the video.
Loved it.
That's the Silksong video.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go for it. Oh, that is the Silksong video.
Yeah, Nakey he has like Rockstar's game design is outdated, Naughty Dog, blah blah blah. Right. The most recent video is Nakey Jakey is outdated, and it's about Silksong. Yeah, it was a month ago or something like that. But anyway, check it out. It's a great video. Number 4 we're on.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I think the middle of the 5, like 3, 4, 3, and 2. I think this is where I might diverge from the group a little bit. I'm gonna go number 4. And this is a struggle to order these, but this is ordered. I'm going to say number 4 is Mega Bonk. Mega Bonk is a amazing game. If you even slightly like Vampire Survivors, this is better than Vampire Survivors. And it's a similar style game. It's Vampire Survivors, but in third person, in 3D. And it is so fun. The music, you would be... I know you're not going to believe me when I tell you that the music is at worst the same quality as Vampire Survivors, and sometimes it's better. The characters that you can play as are hilarious. Mega Bonk is just a ridiculously fun game. It's not very expensive, although I do think it costs more than Vampire Survivors, but it is so fun. I have a feeling that once it comes to console, it's really gonna, I think, get the flowers that it deserves. I think that's the same kind of thing that happened with Vampire Survivors. It was pretty big in some circles on PC, and then once it hit consoles, it kind of like went to the moon. And I think the same thing could happen here. It is so fun. It's such a vibe. There's some really cool movement tech as well with momentum and sliding and things like that. And when you get towards the end and you're like fully stacked in like a really good build with good RNG, and you're just like destroying everything on the screen, it's dude, it's such a good game. Love this. The gorilla is OP. Although I really like the monkey guy because you're just chucking bananas everywhere. It's dude, this game rules. Yes, this game rules.
Yeah,
it's very. You can run it on a potato. I think it's around 15-ish.
Wait, is that phone booth?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
There's like secret. It's dude.
Why does this look like it runs at like 2 frames a second or something? Is that just the aesthetic?
I think that's just the video, or I don't know. It was like 200 something frames when I was playing it, but
just a cool, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely the video's not doing it justice. I don't think.
No, actually, this looks freaking awesome. I'm in.
Yeah, it's on Steam. It's been on sale a couple of times. I think it's not like I think I paid 20 Canadian or something like that. So it's probably like 10 or 15 US.
It's like is it the same conversion as Fahrenheit to Celsius?
Something like that. I don't know. It's made by one guy. He definitely put some humor in here. Like one of the characters is just like this bro, and he has this aura, and he just kind of walks around like this, and it's like the equivalent of like the onion guy from Vampire Survivors, where it's just like an aura of damage, and he's just strutting around like it's so. Oh, dude, the game rules. The soundtrack, it's mind-blowingly good. To be honest, I listen to it all the time on Spotify.
Yeah,
it's on Spotify. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's one I want to play for sure because I loved Vampire Survivors. But have you guys heard of this game that's coming out apparently this year called Darklight Survivors?
No.
So it's at first you're looking at like, all right, so just another survivor game, but it kind of has like a Helldivers 2 aesthetic. So it keeps that like top down, but at any point you can click a button and then it becomes a third person like shooter.
I have seen this.
And it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Here you go. Darklight Survivors. Is this what we're talking about, Kevin?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it multiplayer?
It doesn't say on the page it is, but it would be amazing in multiplayer. Like if one of you is like in one view and the other's in the other view, like it would just be so cool.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's got some cool stuff going on.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that looks a lot like Helldivers, honestly.
Yeah.
That cape is luxurious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh,
I think Jam Pack Sam was the one that got me onto that. Yep. So
Cape Tech is underrated.
Giga Chad, that's the character, and yeah,
Giga Chad,
Mega Bonk, such a good game.
Yep, you know what? Always, it's always good to have a Chad in your game.
Giga Chad,
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go to Joe.
I think it did. No, I think it's Kevin.
No, he went first. Yeah.
Man, I'm missing this snake thing. Okay, Kevin.
My number 4 is Trails in the Sky first chapter. So this is where you can all
Kevin is Mr. Trails.
Yeah, I love the Trail series, and this is a remake of the first one that came out, I don't know, 20 years ago or something on your PSP, but now fully in 3D. They added some action combat to it, so you don't always have to do turn-based. You can kill mobs with just some action stuff. But this is the way I like to describe this is a foundational game where. Don't go into this expecting the normal JRPG where it's like, oh, you start as like as little kids and then you're gonna kill God, right? That's not this game. This is a very slice of life JRPG. You'll be doing some like tasks, some of them very menial. All right, some of them you're joining like a guild and you're like, all right, I gotta go kill some animals that are eating some crops at first. It's not really until the end of the game that things kind of ramp up and then they leave you like a cliffhanger that makes you want to continue playing the series, and then you're like, oh, this is when it gets real into the JRPG stuff. But this
is the right game I'm showing.
Yes. The initial game is very much like these are the characters, this is the world, this is how things operate in this world.
I didn't realize this was an action RPG.
You can do both. So there's field and command battles. So when you're just running around, you can just do attacks and kill everything that way if you want, or you can hit square and then it becomes a turn-based battle.
Do you really kill this character? He doesn't look like you need to kill him.
Spoilers for a side quest, I guess, but you beat him in combat, and then you get a little prompt that says, do you want to kill him or do you not want to kill him? So no, I didn't kill him. I let him go back to his family.
You're kind and benevolent player right there, Kevin. Thank you so much.
But,
he looks so brutal eating your fruit.
Yeah, he's a monster, but we took care of him.
All right. Well, very cool. Yeah, Kevin, I know you have a long history with that game series. I think there's those games are just
13.
So many of them.
There's 13.
And they've been around forever. So that's kind of cool that they're still around and finding a new audience. Seems like people keep talking about the series. So congrats.
13, and you got to play all 13 to really get the full.
So Joe, do you take that? Do you take that challenge?
What?
You're going to play all 13 Trails games?
I couldn't even make passive tutorial of the first one.
Just like I fell asleep at the trailer.
While he was thinking about that, I was thinking about my next game, but I shan't say it. I will not say it.
Okay. Well, very quickly, my number 4 is Shinobi Art of Vengeance as well. So nothing else to talk about that. Got it on Steam. It's amazing. I am going to play Ragebound. I got it coming from no, it's actually on Game Pass now. So I'll give that one a try too. But it seems like, Shinobi is definitely my cup of tea. So
Ragebound's a lot harder, by the way, Todd.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about that. I like what Shinobi's dropping. So let's go now back to Kevin, number 3.
Oh, damn. All right. Quick fire. Number 3 is Donkey Kong Bonanza. All right.
That's for the SEO.
What are you supposed to say? Like, what's the call or the thing that they say? Like Bonanza or what's the call?
Oh, banana.
There you go.
Or if you play it and get the zebra power, you just walk around going zebra.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, so I gotta go back. That game's so good.
Yeah, it is so good. A game I was obsessed with when it came out. I put about 45 hours into it in one weekend. I collected 900 or something bananas before I finally called it quits. Just an absolutely phenomenal experience. I wasn't sure how I felt about like the change in Donkey Kong platforming, but I think this really worked. The destructible environments were always a blast. The creativity that they showed in the worlds shone through for me. So I just had an absolute blast. And then there's just some massive fan service at the end of it. If you're a long-standing DK fan like myself. So yeah, I can't say anything bad about this game. Like it lived up to the hype for me. This is the sole reason I was like, I'm going to sell all my stuff and get a Switch too. So
yeah, I need to go back. Like that game was so much.
I do
fun.
too.
2025 was really the year of Joe. You're going to get pretty far in a lot of these games, but not finish any of them. And
that's what I was at too, Joe. I was like, it's like, and I love this game so much, but it's like it's like that first level you go in there, Kevin. And you're like looking at all the gold and like, oh, I got to get all the gold. No, do not get all the gold. You will never leave that level because there's just too much gold.
Yeah, don't worry about the gold. You don't need the gold.
World problems.
Yeah, too much gold. You know what I'm saying?
Also, who is the secretary looking?
Oh, you like the sexy gorilla lady?
What was her deal about? Let's figure out.
Joe, have you thought about furries?
What? No.
I got some games I can recommend you.
No, game. Listen, I'm getting tired. I gotta go.
Those were removed from Steam or something because of like.
No. I'm just talking about 3D platformers. All right, nothing weird.
Okay.
In our Patreon show, Kyle has shown Tegan and I things we wish we never saw, and they were on the Steam Marketplace. Shout out to the Steam Marketplace, man. You guys are a bunch of sickos.
Well, you probably find it on the Switch Marketplace too. Sadly, yeah, it's for the kids.
Trying to fix
all right, Eric, number 3.
Number 3 for me is Elden Ring Night Rain. Elden Ring.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, it did. And the DLC came out, which the DLC slaps. Yeah, Elden Ring is probably third favorite game of all time, and Night Rain is a kind of a new way to play Elden Ring. It's not obviously as good as Elden Ring. It's kind of a spin-off type
Boss
deal, but
rush, like 3 days to die or whatever type of game.
It's a PvE battle royale, basically. I would say, I mean, maybe there's something else like this somewhere else, but this is the first time I've played anything like this, and it uses the Elden Ring world to like great effect. They have a lot more depth than I suspected they would. You start to like have to like plan out your routes if you really want to be able to beat some of the end game stuff. They've been actually quite good with supporting it. It's not like Fortnite or something where there's something new crazy dropping every week, but there's far more support than I thought there would be. There were some events that had happened that was really cool. They were quick with patches too. I know one problem that I had early on was I was mostly playing with one friend, and the randoms we would get were just like pylons that were like horrible. And you either could play solo or with threes, and if you played twos alone, it was like difficulty was like scaled for 3 people. They patched that really quick and let you queue as duos and adjusted the difficulty accordingly. Just more time in the Elden Ring world. It's really fun, man. And it wasn't a full price game either. It was a budget title, relatively speaking, or AA price, I guess. I bought it with the intention of beating all the bosses once, and I've probably put like 100 hours into it.
Very, very cool. Yeah, it's kind of neat that they have a way to make their games live longer and get more games out by doing, a lot of things, reusing assets and doing something different with it. So very cool. Joe, I believe it's your number 3.
Dispatch is so good. When we get to the top 3, man, it really was like, that one was like choosing my favorite kid. Dispatch is the return of like the old Telltale games mixed with literally dispatching characters to different locations to help them solve crimes, save old ladies, rescue cats that are stuck in trees, etc. So on. So good. The cast of characters, all of them are phenomenal. The only thing that I don't like is that I don't get to see them enough. But yeah, the plot's great. The story's great. It's a really good take on the superhero genre that it doesn't go so hard as The Boys, but doesn't also Marvelalize it, if that makes any sense. So yeah, no, it's a phenomenal game, and I love it so much. I cannot wait for a season 2. And Invisigal, respectfully, that's my wife.
Shout out to Penguin Zero in that game too.
It's on my wish list.
I pre-ordered it on Switch 2. It finally is coming out tomorrow, so it's coming. I got it. I pre-ordered it. I'm good to go because there was a discount when you launch it. So I'm definitely going to play that game. It looks so
that one. I'm literally. I think I'm booting up my PlayStation. Going to go for the plat tonight.
Yeah, very cool. I appreciate the fact that it also was like it was episodic, but it was like we've already made all the content. We're just going to drop it in a way that we can continue to get people into the game
every week,
about it
like
because
it's a show. Yeah. Love it.
I love that type of marketing because, as you know, once a game's dropped, people stop talking about it after 2 weeks. But this is a way to keep it in the zeitgeist. That's why I hate Netflix. Once the show drops, something else is going to fill your zeitgeist, and people 100%. Are not going to potentially watch it. So I know that's a deep cut on how you prefer to get your content, but I just hate the fact that content gets dropped so much and then ultimately gets forgotten very quickly. So I'm all for content getting more attention over time. So. Very cool, man. I can't wait to play it. Looks awesome. So at this point, Joe, I had number 3 for me, and this is kind of interesting because nobody talked about this game yet. Ghost of Yotai.
Yes. Yotai 6.
I think Eric corrected me on this, or somebody did. I love the game. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I love being back in that world. It's a game I just absorb. It's one of my Ghost of Tsushima is my son's. It's probably his favorite game on PlayStation. He beat on when he got done with his college break. He just exhausted Ghost of Yotai in 3 days. He loved it. He had an amazing experience. Where I thought the game was better than Tsushima was I really appreciated the relationship that emerged that I wasn't expecting to get, which I thought was amazing. I like the fact that it kind of defied that notion. The other part that I really loved was the weapons that you had versus just stances. I really loved that. It made me more interested in the type of combat with the weapons. I also like the getting the weapons removed from you was a challenge too. So I really love that. I will say this. I'm going to play more of it. I haven't completed it yet, but I love it. I'm probably like 20 hours in, but it's a little bit familiar, so maybe that's where it's penalized versus maybe like something where it takes a huge leap, like God of War versus Ragnarok. But still, this is an amazing game that I love, and I man, great series, great era. So yeah, it's my number 3. So let's go back to Joe.
Death Stranding 2 is amazing, and I think you all should play it. Oh my god, let me tell you. But I get it. A lot of people, Kojima's ego. Whatever. But this guy, he puts his name on the box. I don't care, man. He deserves it. This guy is doing some of the weirdest stuff with AAA games, and we don't see that anymore. Truly. And so to see Kojima go, yeah, I'm gonna take like $100 million budget. I'm gonna make a sequel about the baby in a pod. I'm gonna take the baby out of the pod this time, and I'm gonna give you a talking doll. I'm gonna give you a more than less than subtle wink and a nod to Metal Gear Solid, and you're gonna eat that shit up. And then just really taking everyone's feedback, the players' feedback from the first game, and implementing it here in the sequel, in just such masterful ways, man. This game's special. I love it so very much, and this is one of, if not my favorite, Troy Baker performance as Higgs. He's just so incredibly Higgs. He's a villain. He's just
the red man, weird guy with the guitar.
Yeah, man, he's incredible. This is some of his just best acting and performance, and I absolutely love it.
Beautiful.
I
want to love this game. It's just not for me.
It's truly stunning, man. Just seeing the vistas when you get to the highest peak and you're actually the mountains breaking through the clouds. It's angelic looking, man. I adore it. While the ending doesn't hit for me, 98% of it does, and so yeah, Death Stranding 2, another game going for the platinum on. Good time.
It's got the Bionic Woman in it. Come on, man. Give her props.
Let's go.
I would say that would probably have made my list, but I just haven't finished it yet. And Todd, I will say it's hard to jump into a game with the sequel, but the sequel, a lot of the problems maybe you have different problems, but a lot of the problems I hear people say about the first game, like way too much walking and just like way too much
juggling balancing your packages.
I would say I actually kind of liked that mini game in the first one, and a problem I have with the second one is like they really don't give a shit about that. Like you pretty much can just get a truck and put everything in the truck, and you don't have to worry about that. And you like it's way more automated. Like that part of the game is that dialed down, and like the combat part is and the stealth part is dialed up, and the story is just like, and the visuals presentation is just like maxed out. So maybe you would like that. I think it would be a great game to put as like a trial in PS Plus trials or whatever, just so you can jump in. Although it's hard to really, in a couple hours, to really grasp. Like you won't even get the tutorial in 20 hours in 2 hours.
I tried to just watch like the story from the first game, and I'm like, I can't. I do not like Kojima storytelling at all. I don't like the way.
Yeah, I actually think
I hate his over exposition. People don't talk like how they're supposed to. It comes off as very weird to me.
This one is actually a lot. This is actually, I think, his most edited, because like there's not a lot of scenes that are like 6 minutes long. Like a lot of it is like short, to the point. We're in, we're out. It's actually like his most like kind of curtailed a little bit. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. I just hate the some of the terms he comes up for things. It's just like
Die Hard, man.
Fuck yeah.
Well, not even that. It's just like, it's this is the thing, and this is the thing. I did watch a thing of the first game. I'm like, nope, not for me. It just,
it's definitely weird. It's really weird.
I totally get it's weird, but to me, it's like I just didn't think it was told well, and that's the thing. I think he's very good at building worlds, but when I listen to it, if I compared it to other like formats, I'm like,
the only
people would not watch this because
the only thing I would say is that it's a story that's meant to be told and experienced through the game, not through like watching like a cutscene compilation or whatever it was that you watched. So you lose a lot of the nuances that takes place in the walking.
Definitely like in one, when it comes to like Hartman's lab, like those moments to me are very much told through that moment to moment, or when you first meet or the second time you meet Higgs, that moment, the mama storyline as well is like really, really great. It's weird. He really loves oh my god, what's his face? He's in the second game. The director of Mad Max a whole lot.
Oh yeah. George something.
George, yeah. George Miller.
There you go. So it's like, if George Miller ain't your joint, Kojima's not going to be your joint. But
no, I love George Miller. That's the thing. It's like, but to me, it's like.
And what's his name?
I often think video game people
or something like that.
Something like that.
I often think video game people don't know how to direct people. Unfortunately, sometimes.
Yeah, no. The sequel. He very much. I think
it's like what does Harrison Ford say? George, you can write that, but people can't say it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. This one. Yeah. I mean, there's still some wacky stuff, but God bless that. Pizza delivery.
So, but it's okay. I understand people love it. It's just not for me. So. I salute you. Let's go to Eric.
Number 2, I have a game that I was actually considering putting number 1, but obviously I didn't. The first Berserker Kazan.
Okay.
This is like a monument game in terms of me actually beating it. This is the hardest game I've ever completed. I think that all of the aspects of a Souls-like or a FromSoft game, this does not nail, but the combat, it is peak. It is beyond anything. It is the best Souls combat ever, in my opinion. It misses out on some other stuff like level design, story, blah, 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 blah. But the game's combat is so freaking good. There's a mid-boss here in this game that is going to break people. It's going to make a lot of people quit. It probably has made a lot of people quit. I will say, this game has a really meaty demo that's definitely worth checking out. It's like the first 2 levels of the game. Hogue famously got stuck on the Yeti that he always brings up here. Yeah. The game is just so good. It's it's my favorite platinum, which should have been a category, right, Joe? Favorite platinum of the year. This is my favorite platinum.
It's only category if you've actually ever gotten one. I've never gotten one, so I don't even bring it up.
We'll have to get you one. We'll get you one. We'll get you one.
Is I Am Mayo? Do you get one? Like I Am Mayo? Yeah. Is that one you get?
I don't do that. I don't stoop to those levels.
Okay.
No, you gotta get the first one. That's a.
Is it Avatar? Is that the one game that you're supposed to get it with, or something like that?
I can't believe. How did you not get it in Spider-Man?
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Actually, you know what? Spider-Man, the first one, you had to do all this.
I got bored. I got bored of a lot of the side quests. I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore.
Spider-Man 2, though, it's hard not to get to platinum in Spider-Man 2. The side quests are awesome.
I do agree. I don't like any the chasing sections. Like, I'm going after that drone to get the thing for your science project or whatever it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Not for me.
Anyway, have you played The Walking Dead? Telltale?
I did on Xbox. I'm not sure what I
could have been a platinum. All you have to do is play the game.
I might have gotten 1,000 gamer points for that one.
Yeah, you just play the game and beat the game and you get the 100%.
Well, like the Mass Effect trilogy, I don't know how I didn't get all of those achievement points because I did everything in those games.
You have to beat it on Insane.
Yeah, I'm missing 3 from the Legendary Edition, and it's just doing all of them on Insanity.
No, not for me.
Play a Telltale game on PlayStation, Todd. You'll get your first platinum. All you have to do is play the game and beat it. That's it.
Okay.
But yeah, first Berserker Kazan, visually, it's actually really, really nice looking. This pixelated kind of compressed video is not doing it justice. A very anime style, I would say, anime-ish, but doesn't have the weird anime weird stuff. It's just kind of got the aesthetic there. It's not very weeb at all. Very good, very fulfilling if you're a Souls player and you want that challenge and really hard but fair encounters that it's going to take a while to pattern recognition and parry timing and things like this. And you're going to get your butt kicked a lot, but then you finally overcome it. This is the peak of that. This is surpasses Neo as the challenge, the toughest challenge Souls game, whatever you want to call it. I love this game. It is 100% recommend to anyone who likes Souls likes, which I don't know if many people here do, because it sounds like every time I talk with this show, somebody says I'm not a Souls like guy. But if you are or girl, check it out. It's great. Or at least check out the demo. Just for me, man. It's my number 2.
Joe is your Huckleberry in this case.
What up? No, I played the demo. I quite enjoyed it, but yeah.
It hasn't gone on sale very, very much. I would say. Yeah. I know a lot of people are waiting for sales, just in my personal life, and it hasn't really happened yet.
Yeah.
A big one anyway.
All right. Kevin, you're number 2.
I already did my number 2. It was Split Fiction.
Oh, what's your number?
Oh, that's right, because we already hit it. Okay, great. My number 2 was also Split Fiction. So let's get to our number 1s. Kevin, to you.
To the surprise of absolutely no one, game we already talked about, Claire Obscure Expedition 33 was my game of the year.
All right.
Yeah, we already waxed poetic about it, but I mean, I love the combat, I love the music, I love the characters, I love the story. It's not really like, for me, it was a perfect experience. I played it twice just to go back and experience the combat again. Like, the combat is very satisfying. It's basically a rhythm game. Like, people are over there, I loved it. So hard, you have to parry, and I'm like, you just listen for sound cues. Like, at a certain point, I'm sitting here, like, I close my eyes and just like, as long as I hear it, I can know when to parry. Like, I don't know. I really just thought it was a phenomenal experience from start to finish. So
I'm not going to poo-poo your experience. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'm glad that the sound cues worked for you.
Yeah, my brother has bad hearing, and I told him that, and he was like, "Well, I can't play this game." So,
no, the thing that I didn't. Okay, all right. Here's one thing, and I want to poo-poo it. Yeah. So the one major gripe that I had with that game is that some enemies it is the sound. Some of them it wasn't the sound. Some of them it was the movement. Some of them it wasn't the movement cue. And I'm like, dude, make up your mind. And then I saw one little tips and tricks video because I was like, what am I doing wrong? And they're like, oh, it's actually when you notice the screen rubber bands on the side, once it gets to a certain way, that's when you know when to parry, and you'll perfect parry every time. And then I started doing that, and I'm like, well, that is counterintuitive to what such a beautiful game that this game is, because I'm only focused on the top right hand of the screen. I'm not looking at the enemy. I'm not looking at the characters of the movement or whatever.
I'm not gonna lie. I platinumed this game on hard. I had no idea about whatever you just said. I did not know that was a thing. For me, like, there was visual and audio cues for every fight.
I don't know. Maybe maybe
is it like putting on detective mode in Batman? That's the only thing you're doing, Joe.
100%. I was just like, okay, here I am, and I was then hitting it every time, but I was like, man, I want to see this goddamn game. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm glad this game exists.
Yeah.
It just is not for a lot of people, and that's fine.
And also, Lune. Let's talk about Lune for a second. She's my number one pick.
There we go.
More of a Seattle
person. I think all three.
Eric likes to hear him. Thank you, Kevin, so much for your number one. I love that. It's a cool looking game. I'm glad we got this game. I'm glad we don't just have the guy with amnesia in Japan. The anime turn-based game is like, that's all we get. So I'm glad we have more studios going down this path. I know South Park, Stick of Truth, put the path forward for Western RPGs that are turn-based, and I'm glad to see somebody picking up the ball.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Eric, number one.
Well, for me, I mean, it's a pretty obvious choice here. I already said I'm not going to say Claire Obscure, so I'm going to take the game from the studio that's a small studio, relatively speaking, going after the titans of the most popular, profitable genre. Of course, I'm talking about Mind's Eye, everybody.
Yes.
Going for the jugular of GTA. No, Arc Raiders is my number one game. I honestly, I could easily convince myself to pick it over Claire Obscure. I just think that Claire Obscure is a special game, and I think it deserves all the awards that it got. And Arc Raider, I don't think it's right to give a multiplayer game of the year with like a month of time, because this game's story, the impact of this game, how good this game is going to be determined over its lifespan as a service. So far, so good. I love it. I love it to pieces. I play it every day. They've been delivering content, but so did Halo Infinite out of the gate. So like, I don't think that's going to happen here, but it could happen. So I want to let the story play out. Arc Raiders, though, is just a fantastic experience. It's technically 2 games in one. I know, Todd, we said we don't recommend it to you, but if you play this game solo, you are basically in a single solo MMORPG with other people who are going to more likely than not want to help you accomplish your goals in PvE. You'll be working together with strangers. The proximity chat makes it a very social and cool experience. There are going to be some a-holes that may gank you and ruin your day, but I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't happen that much in solo. It's like a completely chill experience. Solo Arc Raiders is like the ultimate dad game. Like, you're just gonna run into people that are like so helpful and nice, and it's just a great experience. And then you get 2 buddies and you jump in, and now you're playing a different game.
Yeah.
Now you are playing
which I heard Dan and
simulator.
talking about. Yeah. They have no trust of anyone anymore.
Bro.
Like, they lost faith in everyone.
Real talk, we were getting sniped by this one team. This literally happened like 3 matches ago, okay? Like 3 hours ago, whatever. We were playing, me and my buddy Kever, I was helping him out with a quest. We were getting sniped from these annoying guys on the hospital. I'm like, why are you starting an engagement? Why are you trolling us, you pieces of shit? We run into this other group, and they're like, hey, gang. And we're like, oh, shoot. Okay. Hi. We might have to kill them. And we're like, oh, hey, listen, just beware that these guys on the hospital, they're shooting at us, being real a-holes. And they're just like, well, we're running free kits. You want to kill them with us? And I'm like, absolutely, brother. So we start running up to the hospital. I have a zip line, and I shoot the zip line across the roof while they're covering fire. I get to the hospital roof. We're now chasing them. We're chasing them because now we have the upper hand. And then we kill them. We start looting their bodies, and the free kits are just looking at us. And I'm like, here's a special grenade for you, buddy. And they're like, awesome, great, cool. And we all just all left and had to went our separate ways. It was just like, we did this thing. Okay, we're going to go try to kill more people. We're not. All right, cool. Cheers. And we just left. That's Arc Raiders, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm guessing your number one's Arc Raiders.
100%. Let's just talk about it.
Yeah. So that's the thing. It's called Only in Arc Moments. And I have lots of stories like that. I might as well tell one super quick. We were the opposite of Joe's experience. We were like, okay, we see these two guys, it's the duos. We see these two guys looting. I can see on their back, they have a really good weapon. They don't see us. We're just going to gank them. So we try to kill them. They turtle up in a building on Spaceport. You might know what I'm talking about. It's like the one where you're in a big warehouse, but there's a little office at the top.
Yep.
And they have
storage.
Yes, they have a LMG, and they're just destroying us. And then we back out and try to retreat. They take the roof and are killing us from the bottom. We roll away, and we're basically cornered and about to die. And these other two guys walk up to us, and they're like, we heard shooting. What's going on? And we're like, these two guys on the roof, they're trying to gank us. This is our first game. We don't know what's going on. We need help. We don't know why they're trying to kill us. And so they're like, oh, we'll help you out. And they just zip up to the roof, total chads, freaking Batman, kill the people that we tried to kill. We go up the zip, and we're just teabagging them, they're freaking out in voice comms, trying to say that we were the bad guys, which we were technically, but we said they're lying. Of course, you'd say that.
Said apparently,
yeah, and that can't happen in a single player game. The player engagement and this also can't happen in a game where there's no proximity chat, which is why I think it's really good that Marathon is adding that. And I think it's really funny how they used not having that as a marketing point originally, because that is what makes Arc Raiders so fun. If you couldn't talk to anybody, it would severely degrade the experience, because you will run the gamut of who you run into, especially in trios. I had some 51st State guys that we had to put down the other day. We have that clipped. It was it's just so much fun. It feels because this is a lost art. Proximity chat is a lost art. Mm-hmm. If you remember playing Halo 2, Kevin, I know you said you played Halo 2. When you beat somebody in Halo 2, you go to that post-game lobby and you can talk shit to people. That is a lost art, because everybody nowadays is in their party chat. They're in their Discord chat, and no one's talking.
Muting everybody.
Yes, this is not that. And in my experience, you do get some COD lobby style conversations happening, but it's honestly few and far between. I would say 80% of the time you're getting some high quality smack talk, some high quality jokes, and just a great time. There's nothing like Arc Raiders right now. Hopefully Marathon can capture some of that lightning, but right now this is a unique experience.
Yeah, I'll listen, Eric. Offline, I have to tell you a Call of Duty lobby moment that I had, and it was me at my prime, and I literally died laughing for 5 minutes straight. But everything Eric said, I echo it. This is a really special game, and I think the start of something really big. Because it is the Tale of Two Games. Playing solos, everybody's nice. Everybody's just, hey, you want to kill this thing together, and then you get into a team of 2, and Luke is like, let's go to Stella Montis. And I'm like, why are we going to Stella Montis? He's like, we're not going to see the gates of heaven, buddy. And we go, and exactly
we're all going to hell. Let's go together.
Dude, 100%. That's my number one rule. It's the thing I keep echoing. You're not a good person. You get what you deserve. We're not going to see the gates of heaven. That's it. And when you go in with that expectation,
all what is it? All renegade, no paragon.
Well, I mean, there is a renegade in this game, but like, yeah, no, the combat is stellar. The PvE encounters are actually dangerous, no matter what quote unquote level you are. Like, it is unlike anything I've played on the multiplayer arena, and at the same exact time, it's not perfect either. There are actually some things that I'm very interested to see what Marathon does, especially when it comes to the end game, because if Marathon could nail the end game portion, where I feel like Arc Raiders, and again, I'm like 300 hours in, so I'm biased, doesn't get right, I think we're going to have a really good time. Very good time.
Yeah, Bacon made a point earlier in the chat. He's basically like, I just ran out of things to do. I'm like, I totally get that.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, listen, I'm very Anvil rich.
This isn't the team like behind Call of Duty that's pumping out content. This is the Fortnite team, so I totally get that.
Listen, I'm rocking right now. I'm like 8 Venators. I think about 12 El Toros. I got 20 or 21 Anvils. I'm a rich man.
But you got the projects, you got the decks, you got the events, you got the leveling up your benches, you got your characters progression. I'm talking about Bacon. Bacon there's no shot that he has all that stuff done. There's no shot that he ran out of things to do.
No shot.
Well, it's funny because when people talk about this game and the outcome, I'm like, you're getting chickens? What are you doing? I don't understand that.
Scrappy.
That's okay.
My boy.
Yeah, it's very weird. Oh well, Arc Raiders, amazing to see a new game just emerge, and the extraction shooter, we're just on the verge of that. We obviously have Tarkov, but beyond that, it's like nobody's got the throne except for Arc Raiders. But you know what? PUBG was there before Fortnite, and we'll see how that plays out. So for me, my number one game was South Midnight. Not because it's perfect, not because it's the best game, but it's how it brought the story together. We talked about teams really improving, and I felt like this team went from We Happy Few. I forgot what contrast I think was there before, and what they brought forward here with their new style of traversal plus combat. Yeah, not perfect. Yeah, a lot of arenas, things like that. But man, the music, the storytelling, the imagery, along with those elements, really brought me forward. The game had a lot of problems. I totally get that. But when I think back, I'm like, yeah, I like Yotai, but I've played something very similar to that before. This one felt new and unique, and I felt like I hope this game delivered for a lot of people, so they get to do something else in this vein, even a sequel or something else like that. But I think I want to see teams continue on their progress to even be better, and I'm hoping they're allowed to do that. But man, I really love this game. The music, for the most part, was amazing. There were some songs I felt like they picked the wrong voices or something, but yeah, but I really enjoyed the traversal too. I thought the traversal was a lot of fun. But a lot of great stories and a lot of great look at an area of America we don't talk about a lot. And I thought their art style was pretty great. I know they went with go to the on the twos animation or whatever. You could turn it off. It didn't hurt it. It didn't hurt me to keep it on. It didn't hurt me to turn it off. So I think there was much ado about nothing when people are complaining about it. This game is beautiful. I really enjoyed it. It made me think of Leica Studios, if you're a Leica fan, where you get Kubo and the two strings. You get what's the other, Paranorman, those movies. This felt like that. So
nice.
My number one.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say I liked South of Midnight. I thought it went on probably a little bit too long for me personally. Those last few chapters I could dealt with wrapping up a little bit sooner. But I love the art style. The combat everybody craps on, and it's basic, but I don't think it's horrible. It's fine.
I think it was the arena. Basically, you knew when you were going to get in combat, and it stayed in the space. So I think I wish they could have done more. Plus, enemy variety was pretty limited. I think they could do more with that as well. So great. This Catfish, one of the best characters.
I didn't like that.
Can't wait
ending
till it comes
either.
up.
No, yeah, the ending didn't do anything for me.
But I will say,
could have been better.
I kind of hope that Compulsion kind of becomes like a second Double Fine at Microsoft, but instead of focusing on like quirky gameplay like Double Fine does, they focus on like really interesting, unique, experimental like storytelling, because that's kind of what they've been good at. Like I'm super excited to see whatever they do next, and I think that if they keep the scope to be similar to South of Midnight, they should be able to deliver at a relatively Double Fine like cadence, which would be really cool, because like these games are super important. This is South of Midnight's not a 10. It's not nominated for Game of the Year. It didn't win Game of the Year, although it was Todd's Game of the Year. But these types of games are super, super, super important, and I hope that Double Fine or Compulsion keeps on being able to make games like this.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. Yep. So, awesome lists. Thank you so much, guys. Got one more question for you. It's too early to tell, but what I want from each of you is, what is your going to be, as of right now, all the games you know, what is going to be your best game of 2026? One choice.
You have to point to somebody.
Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Joe? Oh, Eric,
Joe?
Go. Yeah.
I'll start. I'm going to pick Marathon, because Marathon is actually a game made by Bungie. And last time I checked, Bungie has only made the best games I've ever played. So, yes, this game is definitely the probably roughest launch, if everything leading up to the launch is to be considered. But Bungie made Halo. Bungie made Halo 2. Bungie made Halo 3. Bungie made Destiny. Bungie made Destiny 2. These are games that when they launched, it took over my entire life. And until they release a dud, I'm going to believe that they're going to release the best games ever every time. So I am extremely excited for Marathon.
I hope they nail it. I think people forget how good of gameplay they deliver. Some of their weird pay mechanics, some of their weird storytelling is odd, but man, their gameplay is amazing. Destiny is like my favorite experience in regards to multiplayer and just staying with the game as long as I did. But man, yeah, they know how to do it. I wish there was a campaign in this game so I'd actually play it, but you know what? It looks cool, interesting, but man, they've got to deliver, because you know a lot is riding on this game, especially with Sony's like live service experiment. So I hope they do. I hope they do nail it.
Yeah. I hope they do as well. I'm going to say that that's a game I'm rooting for. I got the collector's edition right behind me. Yeah, I'm rooting for them. And I think they're playing with a lot of cool ideas. And from what I've understood in the last like month or so from birdies in my ear, I think it's going to be a special game. And I think it may take a little longer to cook for folks. I don't think it's going to blow up like Arc Raiders, but I'm more hopeful and optimistic in this game than ever. I would say, though, my personal game I'm most excited for would be, I always forget, always mess up the title, but The Blood of the Dawnwalker. This is from a lot of the execs, or a lot of the old leadership of the Witcher 3 team, the creative director on this game. It's like you have 30 days. It's a whole lot of RPG mechanics. It is a lot of that Witcher 3 combat is in this game. Very excited for it. So, yeah. And they're very adamant. It's coming out this year. So, hopefully summer, May, who knows?
November 19th.
They dropped this trailer 2 weeks ago, Joe. I don't know if you saw this one.
Shit. Yes. No, that is the one that absolutely sold me on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Rebel Wolves. Let's go.
Apparently I'm getting a lot of this woman in a suit, but let's see. I'm sure she's not in the game. We got people playing instruments, which is cool. Love it.
I think this whole trailer was the reveal of the orchestra, to be fair.
Okay. No wonder. Well, we got some gameplay at the back.
There's like a 30-minute breakdown. You guys need to check it out.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Yeah, I think this sounds cool. I always love a new game where it pops up and like, oh, this is cool. I like it the way it looks. Yeah, it does give me Witcher vibes. I love like, European, just that vibe. So I'm all in, which would then go to Freight Conductor's most excited game, which is Fable. I mean, we just saw it at the developer direct. I mean, this game is doing it for me. It looks great. It looks like Witcher with a sense of humor.
Combat designer from The Witcher is the combat designer in Fable.
Oh,
love to see it.
That's why it looks like Witcher. Yeah. Not a bad thing.
Fable's up there for me just because I'm a huge fan of the first three. That was probably my favorite Xbox series, like original Xbox series.
Yeah.
And I think Playground clearly understood the assignment. That showcase alleviated basically all the concerns I had going into it. But I'm gonna go with Control Resonant for my most anticipated, just because
too many games.
I'm a Remedy fanboy. I think Alan Wake 2 was a masterpiece. I love Control. I can't wait for the Max Payne remakes. I even played FBC Firebreak, everybody.
Did you play that one campaign for that one game that they did? The campaign for
Crossfire X.
Yeah, did you do that, Kevin?
I did. Yes, I did play. Crossfire
you
X.
paid your dues.
It's horrible game. But no, in general, Remedy make the types of weird and out there games that I look forward to. And I just can't wait to see where they're bringing this universe. I'm glad I'm not glad, but I didn't expect them to go so out there with Control 2. I really expected a traditional sequel with like Jesse and other different powers, but the fact we're playing as our brother now and we're just getting this action RPG, not what I expected, but I can't wait for it.
Yeah,
I'm assuming we're going to get a lot of Godsmack music in this too.
It looks like it.
It looks like a Godsmack video.
Yeah.
I love that. And then Nissa says bistro for hers, which is I like a good pun. It is about beasts and it's about running a restaurant, I guess. So furries making food for a restaurant.
God.
All right.
I mean, there's literally probably 800 hours of gameplay in this. Get mushrooms and things like that. But there you go. It looks cute. Not all heroes wield swords. They make food. All right. Very cool. Zootopia. Everybody wanted that. This is Zootopia, the game, apparently. Very good. For me, wow. I had two choices. I don't know if that's cheating, but really,
I had two. You made me pick one.
Pick one.
Shout out Wolverine.
Yeah, shout out Wolverine.
It's gonna be Wolverine. Yeah. It's gonna be Wolverine. My son's named Logan. I'm a huge comic book fan. I love the X-Men. We have not had an X-Men game proper. God, since what? Wolverine X2. Was that the last proper X-Men
Legends?
Game?
Yeah, that was after Wolverine X2. The game by Raven, where it was on Xbox 360 and you lost your skeleton. It was an amazing game.
Oh yeah, I have that. I have a physical copy of that. Actually,
I do too. That's why I have my 360, so I can play all the weird
I think it's called X-Men Origins Wolverine.
That's true. Yeah. Actually, the one of the few decent things that came out of that franchise. Love to pieces. I love.
What's that game on Switch?
Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Oh, that's Marvel.
Not.
That's
not very good. Not very good. I wish it was better.
Oh, I like it. I thought it was good.
I thought the camera controls were horrible. I also did the sin, Kevin, of they introduced cool new characters, but guess what? You have to start up leveling them up, so they're underpowered when they join your crew, which is what are you doing? I want to play Nightcrawler. Nope, you got to start him off at level 1. He's horrible. Yeah,
but it's also a Marvel as a whole game, not specifically X-Men.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now. X-Men Origins Wolverine 2009 was the last one until this one.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because we had that one weird game that was X-Men, where they created original characters by the guy
Destiny.
who created. Yes, that's the one. It was by Dennis Dyack, who created Two Human, and then went down in flames. Yeah,
my brother got the 1,000 gamer score in that game.
Oh my god! Damn. So there you go. Let's see. Have we covered off on everybody's game of 2026?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, that is it, man. We went longer than I expected, but we had a good time. Wow. I would not have planned this to last this long. I tried to streamline it, but you know what? We had fun. Thank you so much for everyone in the chat. I appreciate all of you for joining us. Gentlemen, you've been amazing. So before we end this, I want everyone to tell me in the audience where they can be found around the interweb. So we'll start with you, Kevin.
Thanks again for the invite. Had a great time chatting with you lovely folks. If anyone wants to check me and my content out, Save the Game Media. We do Shared Save, a gaming discussion podcast every Thursday. You can come check that out. Otherwise, it's just game reviews, general gaming content, shorts, whatever you want. So Save the Game Media, come check us out. And you can find me personally on social media at the Muffin Mon. It's a 1 instead of I, O instead of an A.
And somebody's got to ask Kevin eventually how he got that name, and also
I've explained it multiple times.
There's a video there, and then you did that recent video, a review for Trails. So check that out because Kevin is definitely the most qualified to review that game. Eric,
what up? You can find me on YouTube as well at game.positive. Has been a little quiet over there lately, but I'm planning on ramping up this year. Also at Season Gaming. You can look forward to potentially me doing some reviews, or if they let me, we'll see. Ains hates my guts, so we'll see.
That's true. Damn, he does not like him.
That old bald man is very bitter.
Yeah. I keep reminding him he's bald because he sometimes forgets, and that's probably why he doesn't like me. Whoa! Scalp reveal, everybody! Scalp reveal.
Most guys with hats are probably bald.
Me too.
Oh, Kevin's pulling his off.
All right.
Good wig. I like your toupee, Kevin. It's really good.
Don't show off. Look at this hairline. It's going.
I wear hats all the time for what's worth.
Listen, I'm gonna fall asleep. It's almost 12 o'clock. It's almost midnight. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, my name. You can find me at MrBadBit over on BlueSky over at the Bad Place. You can find me over at the Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players, where me and my two best friends talk about the latest and greatest in all things PlayStation. You can find the Trophy Room where we stream it live on YouTube.com/PS Trophy Room each and every Wednesday night over at 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, and on podcast feeds, the Trophy Room podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Wherever you get your podcasts, we're there, hooting and hollering.
GeoCities.
I get mine on Rumble and
Rumble.
Social.
There you go. Yeah, I've retruthed a couple of times.
I'm a Kick guy.
Net, the truth, yeah.
We're streaming exclusively on Kick because these are Kyle's words. He wanted to use slurs.
Check Kyle out on Kick.
Apparently. That's right.
No.
That's right.
We're
coolest Kyle guy. The K is silent for the third one, but yeah.
A lot of K's in Kyle's name. I don't know why. I don't know. All right. Well, thank everybody for joining us. You guys are amazing. It's been great. Once again, this has been the Fandom Foundry best thing this week. This is the best of 2025 gaming. We've wrapped up all our awards. Thank you so much for making this a positive experience talking about the world of games. You can follow us on socials at the Fandom Foundry, Instagram and BlueSky. We're on Discord. We're on YouTube. We're on YouTube. So please like, subscribe, and share with friends. I appreciate you all. And if you want to be on one of these shows in the future, just let me know. My DMs are open. So with that, folks, if this wasn't your best week, make next week the best thing ever. Night all.